Hello? Hello, everyone. Oh my god. Okay, is this working? I have no idea. I haven't streamed in a while. Oh my gosh! That's crazy. Oh, you reminded me. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, Mangoes. Thank you, thank you. Can hear. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the 5 months. Oh my god, let me replay that for you guys. If it pops up. There we go. You, I love you. Hello, Sebastian. Hello, Doc. Welcome. Why did it not pop up? Oh. I can hear myself. Frick. Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. How are you guys? Oh my god, I've been gone for so long. Oh my gosh. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much, by the way, for the 7 months. That's crazy. I was gone for like an entire month and a half. I'm so sorry. I need to apologize. It looks normal to you? Okay, that's good. I have to apologize. I didn't mean to disappear halfway through December, but it just got so busy with like work, with family, with like us going places and going to parties and planning parties and all that stuff. It got a little hectic. And then the whole trip to Japan happened, and then like it's just a whole thing. And then after that, it's like I had to take a break because I got sick as soon as I got home, and then had to go drive around places to drop off their presents. And then I'm not done yet with being busy. Unfortunately, I have some other stuff still to sort out. But I'm chilling, you know? Like I'm so like, oh, thank you so much for the memberships. Random, oh my gosh. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. I have some, oh, it kind of looks a little laggy. Is it laggy for you guys? Am I dropping frames? Hold on. Or is it good? Or is it just my YouTube? It's probably just my YouTube. But yeah, let me read you guys' message real quick. Does it look laggy? I don't know. You think it's okay? Why does my YouTube on my browser is laggy? Okay, well, you've grown a beard. You took so long. Okay, no worries. As long as you had a good time, that's what matters. Thank you, thank you. I did. I had a great time. In fact, I made a PowerPoint presentation for you guys to tell you guys my adventures in Japan. You don't know how much I missed you. The days were gray. The lights of the world are covered by darkness. Oh no! Yes, I had a very happy holiday though. It was very fun. Hi Brian, welcome, welcome. Is there more wall cotton candy further into the basement? Yeah, go ahead and check out back. It's there somewhere. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Mangoes. Oh my gosh, insane. I just got back. Hey, what? Oh, I don't got a thing. Thank you so much, Mangoes. Putting random at work right off the bat. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I want. I've been well. I'm still kind of a little sick, but not that bad. Hello, Confused Dumpling. Welcome in. Welcome. How are you? Hello, Ice. Welcome. Big unit. Big. Huge. Getting members from me is top tier. I know, legit. That's so funny. But I've been good. How are you guys been, huh? How are you guys? How are you? Let me know. What'd you guys do? I feel like now that I'm back, I feel like I missed quite a bit. Did any streamer in our little circle active at all? Like Hi was Hi active? Was Zero active? Did the rig upload a video? Like what happened? What happened when I was gone? Mosh Mosh, hello. Welcome in, bro. Renegade Angel. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you, bro? Mars was the only fill-in, honestly. Yeah, Mars. I saw Mars has been playing a lot of Apex. I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, Mars is back. Mars is back at it with the Apex. But yeah, Mars is fun. I was in the darkness, but now everything is light. I'm glad I could be that light for you then. I think Zira had like one stream. Oh, what would Zira do? I fell off and made a video with Rig, I think. Oh, I know all about it. Oh, I know all about it. They've been telling me about it like 2 days ago. Zero went on a break, came back about a week before you. I'm pretty well, thank you for asking. Of course, of course. I became Mars's Apex partner. I saw that, I saw that. They were actually, before I had to go on my trip, they invited me to play with them, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm really busy right now. But like, one day, you know, one day. But yeah. Yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? How are you? For those who just came in. During this time, I was taking refuge in the arms of Mars. Oh, I'm glad Mars took care of you guys well, huh? I don't know, I gotta go thank them now. I gotta go message them. You guys, it seems like you guys are in like good hands then. That's good, that's good. Scheduling our eternal foe. Yeah, it is. Scheduling is hard, bro. Especially getting multiple people to do things at the same time is hard. So, I saw the duck collection. Did she ever do her painting the duck stream? Did you guys see that? That's what her promise was, wasn't it? Hello, Zach. Hello. Welcome in. How's your trip from Japan? Or do you actually live in Japan? No, I don't live in Japan. I went on a trip to Japan for like 2-3 weeks. And then now I'm back. Actually, it was like 16 days. Like 15 days. The extra other days was like just us getting shopping. Getting souvenirs and stuff like that, so it didn't count technically, but yeah, Japan was nice. I actually have a PowerPoint presentation for you guys whenever you're ready. Christmas emotes a month later. Yeah, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm actually getting somebody to do more emotes for me, so some of those emotes are gonna get replaced soon. Yeah. She's still working on it. She did cancel a stream for personal reason, I believe. I had to work, so I missed it anyway, sadly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought about that too. I saw her, what do you call it? Or at least Hi told me about it. I saw it, like, by passing, but I didn't know when it was. So, hello, Aspect. I'm good. You bring us back anything. Yes, I actually got, I mean, like, listen, I got a lot of anime stuff. So, that's where we're at. Let me see here real quick. Let me go open that tab for you guys so you can see it. How do I do this? So you don't see the thing. Okay. You see that? Okay. I don't want it to autoplay. So I guess we're just gonna be here. Yeah, I have a PowerPoint presentation for you guys. I spent 10k in anime? Nah. Canva's back. I know. Canva, our trusted friend, is back. I didn't spend 10k on anime. Okay, I gotta tell this right now. So so for those who don't know, I went to Japan, and I was fully expecting to like spend a lot of money, so I took out a lot of money from my account, and like the unfortunate thing about the fact that I took out so much money is that I never expected Japan to be cheap. Everything in Japan is freaking cheap, guys. Like, at least where I'm living from, it is totally possible for me to work as a barista here in the United States and live in a functional, like, house in the middle of Tokyo. With my current salary from my work, you can live in Japan in like an apartment somewhere in Tokyo, which is crazy to me because I'm like, that's insane. Yeah, exactly. The prices of the cost of living where I live is insanely high. For just apartment only minus utilities, travels, and food. You know, like, that's crazy. And then I had to, like, I did research because I was like, man, it would be nice to live in Japan, wouldn't it? And so I looked it up and they were like, oh yeah, you can live off of like a, whatchamacallit, a studio apartment and like have utilities, bills, and all that stuff covered for like $1,000 and stuff like that. I'm like, goddamn, that's freaking cool. So I was like, like, that's including food and transport, and I'm like, that's insane. Anyways, I did go to Japan for all of you guys who didn't know, but also I saw Cambo. I would just want to say hi. N-Star also I saw. Harib, hello, welcome in. How are you guys? Inochi, oh my god, Inochi, by the way, I'm so sorry. I forgot to talk to you on Discord. I need to message you, by the way, because your throne link is not working. I wanted to tell you that, but I keep forgetting about it. So I'm telling you now, so I don't forget. But hey, Inochi, welcome in. Japanese immigration is strict, but once you get in, I hear that it's very easy to live. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, if the only problem is like me getting the visa, I would absolutely go and like move to Japan. And or like the thing is, when we were in immigration in the airport, so we can start the story here, I guess. When we were in the airport, so the flight from where I am, from the international airport near me, and into Haneda. So we landed at Haneda Airport. Actually, should I show you guys the map? No. Well, maybe later. Actually, let me just pull it up. 1 second, chat. Haneda Airport. Hello, camp player. Welcome. I don't... Yeah. I think this shouldn't show anything where I'm from. Hopefully not. I want to dox myself because I'm looking at Google Maps. You know, I don't think I should risk it. Should I risk it, chat? I wanted to show you. You know what? No. We'll do it later if ever. If ever, like, we'll get to it later, okay? But anyways, so the whole thing was 12 hours. You had a girl. You had a girlfriend. Oh my gosh! Congrats, bro. I'm so happy for you. It's cold in Japan now, isn't it? It is. It was like every single day in Japan. It's like 33. Risk it for the biscuit, brother. But congrats. Yeah, it was like 33 degrees Fahrenheit. It was very cold. But we got there like midnight, or not midnight, very early in the morning. We landed there about 5 a.m., like 4:35 a.m. And at that time, like, the hotel is not even doing checkout, right? It's not even doing... once? Sure, Inochi, go ahead. It's not, like, doing even checkout, so we don't even have a way to check into our hotel. But where our hotel was in Kamata. You're so good. You're fine. So we got there. Actually, we couldn't leave the airport for a while because I was given these 2 pieces of paper that I had to fill out. Yes, so we had the first sunrise of the year. We did watch the first sunrise of the year in Japan. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hello, Crook, welcome. But yeah, no, it's so fun. But I couldn't leave the airport for a while because I have an American passport. So when I went to Japan, like, they had to go through immigration, and they had me fill out these things. But the thing is, they didn't even freaking read it. Because the person I was with has a Japanese passport. So they were like, oh, you're with that person? I was like, yeah, I'm with that person. And they're like, yeah, just go through. I'm like, oh, okay. Because they had to have me. They're like, oh, if you didn't have anyone with you, I guess you would have to line up somewhere else. So, are you going to stream past 12? Maybe. I do have work in the morning, and I have to walk to work because my car is not working. So, yes, maybe. It depends. But yes, by the way, everyone who just who saw that link, click on that. Inochi's girlfriend. Support her. Yeah, but yeah, so, but it was fast enough. Yeah, exactly. So it was fast enough that we were kind of just like in there for only a little bit. So it wasn't that bad, but I did still have to fill out these like long paper about like what's the purpose of the visit, what's like your permanent address in Japan, or you're not permanent, your temporary address in Japan, yada yada. So hi Flash, thank you so much. Thank you. That's right. Happy Chinese New Year by everyone. I might stream past 12, but probably not by a lot. Yes, happy Chinese New Year. Oh my gosh. Hello. Welcome in. How are you guys, those who just came in? Welcome in. Let me just scroll. But yeah, so we landed in Kamata. So what we did was, since it's like the first day, it was January 1st in Japan when we landed. It was like not a lot of places are open, I guess. So there wasn't a lot of people on the train, and in my head I was like, yo, I thought it was always crowded in the train station. How wrong was I to assume that it wasn't gonna be crowded in the train station? This was, by the way, this is on like the 1st of January. The schools are out. There was no one working at that time, well, except for some some businesses and stuff like that. But nothing was open when we landed in Japan. So when we took the train to, I forgot to ping the disc. Guys, I'm so tired. I'm pinging the Discord, bro. Let me just. I don't even want to get the link. Hold on. I'll get it in a minute. Yeah, we walked to our hotel and we actually got lost because it was still dark when we left the airport. It was still dark. There was no light outside. Like, it was like legitimately no one was awake. So we were just walking around as soon as we landed. And I think the thing is, there was no direct, or at least when we landed in Japan, there was no direct like train from Haneda to Kamata from the landing terminal, like from the arrival terminal. Because I know there might be one from Kamata to Haneda from like the international terminals, but I don't think there was one from the arriving one. Anyways, we didn't take it to Kamata Station, which Kamata Station is literally 5 minutes walk from our hotel. It would have been so much easier to go to Kamata Station, but I don't know why we walked for so long. Like, it was a 20-30 minute walk from the station to our hotel, and we got freaking lost. We're like, where the frick is the hotel? But we found it, and then so we left our baggage in the hotel to walk in the what do you call it? There's a river near the hotel, and it's this river right here. If it loads, it's this river right here. Oh, you guys can't see it because it's too tiny. Hold on. Let me. Can I take this? Why? Okay, hold on. 1 minute, chat. Let me rearrange things around. Let me move me slightly over here. Can you see that now? I think it's still a little tiny. Is it try that not crowded? It's true that not crowded in Japan is like, yeah, it's like crowded. It's crowded in Japan, like very much. Oh yeah, my schedule. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hello Sam, welcome. How are you, bro? But yeah, so there's a river right here. That is a thing. It was very fun. That river is like super close, and I don't know if you can see this, guys. That's Mount Fuji. Oh my god, it's Mount Fuji. And you know what's crazy? You can see that on the walk, and I was like, that's crazy. People, like, on the right of this path, there are like apartment complexes. There is why is it not going? Okay. There is apartment complexes like right here. Chat. Hello Thaddeus, welcome, bro. I heard it's very difficult outside of Tokyo, but that city is such a huge part of the country. What do you mean, like, very outside, like, very hard outside of Tokyo? I feel like I had a very easy time navigating. I don't know. But yes, that's Mount Fuji right there. These are just, like, literally a casual walkway. And you can see, like, Mount Fuji there in the background. We actually had dinner. Or no, not dinner. We had lunch. Or no, not lunch. Sorry. We had breakfast. Like, you walk here somewhere, and there was a Family Mart. So for those of you guys who don't know what Family Mart is, it's kind of like the 7-Eleven of everywhere else. Family Mart is like a convenience store. So konbini is how you say it, right? It has like warm food, which is like a culture shock, by the way. You never have anything like delicious, I guess, in our 7-Eleven. But yeah, there's like a whole thing here, and it's like we ate, like, not in these benches specifically, but we walked along here and we were like, yo, let's go eat breakfast here. So we ate our breakfast here from like a konbini, and then, like, you know, just staring at this, I'm like, oh my god, people here are living. It's great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hello Baba, welcome. It's different outside of Tokyo in terms of, yes, it is very different outside of Tokyo. Like, outside of Tokyo, I felt like I was in a different place altogether. Insanely good quality food. Oh my god. You guys have no idea. The quality of food, for how cheap it is, in comparison, is, like, by a long shot, the best food you'll ever get for that price. Like, even like anything more expensive than that, it still, like, beats it. Like, Japan's food still beats it. Like, cause I had a whole curry, rice, egg, situation one time, and I just like legitimately bought it from a convenience store for like 500 yen, if that. It was like probably 350 yen at most, and that's like $2, chat. That's $2. You just plop that in a microwave for like 30 seconds, or probably a minute or something like that. Probably not that short of a time. And you know what? They'll do it for you. They will freaking do it for you. They're like, you buy food and they're like, hey, do you wanna microwave this? And you can say no, you can say yes, whatever. But like, why wouldn't you say no? Or why would you say no, right? So if you say yes, you can even eat it there. They have tables at the back of convenience stores and the front of convenience stores where you can legitimately eat your food if you're just in a hurry. It's crazy. It's crazy. There was one time, I don't know where we were, but we were literally like on the go. We didn't have any like time to sit around and whatever. So we bought food at the convenience store. And you know how much I paid for all of our thing? He had a meal, I had a meal, we had 2 drinks, and we had 2 sides, by the way. So that's technically 6 items. It was $6. Chat, it was $6. Because I paid for it with my card. And like, it was like 900 something yen. But like, you know, I don't know what 900 something yen is in American USD, right? Or in like USD. So I tapped my card and it took like what do you call it? On my bank statement, it says 650 or something like that. And I'm like, what? I can get a whole breakfast for $6? That's crazy. Anyways, I was so amazed. Chat, that was one of my favorite thing. Europe is cheap too. I know, it's just United States, I guess. If you live in the US, I apologize. But yeah, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so fun. But so yeah, so on our first day we didn't really do much. We walked around here, and then we actually walked back to Kamata, because it was like Kamata station specifically, because we like literally our check-in was at 3 p.m. and we were like nowhere near. It was like 9 a.m. when we finished our breakfast and we were walking around here. So we're like, what do we do? So we thought about going to multiple places. We were like, we can go to Odaiba, but we didn't end up going to Odaiba. We just kind of stayed in Kamata and we walked around and like familiarized ourselves with the place. So we're like, okay, we'll like walk around. We actually had lunch at a revolving sushi bar, and we were the first one there because we were waiting outside of the place, because it was like 10 whatever. And sushi places in Japan is like, they only sell sushi, by the way, and they open at 11. It's a lunch item, right? So we had some sushi. This is, I don't know what this is. This is some type of fish. It's delicious, by the way. But yeah, we had so much. And you order from this iPad over here, if you can see it. There's an iPad on the back of the thing. You don't talk to anyone. Which is one of the things that I was so shocked about, is because usually you flag down a waiter and be like, yo, can I have this? Can I order this? Or whatever. You, in every restaurant, I feel like we like legitimately just have an iPad and you order from there, and like just people just bring things to you. And I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. Or like this up here, this is a revolving sushi bar, so it revolves here, like the food. But when you order something specific, they come up right here on the top. So that's fun. And it's the best sushi I've ever had, by the way. It's so delicious. It's like fresh tasting. Like there's a taste to like raw fish that I feel like wasn't there. Like it doesn't taste fishy at all. And it's crazy. It's so fun. This was my first like proper meal in Japan, and I was like, that's delicious. I'd go again. This is near our hotel too, so I was like, bro, if we had time, I would be here every day. I would be here every day. But yeah, after this, we went to a Don Quixote. Do you guys know what a Don Quixote is? Have you guys heard of it? Have you heard of a Don Quixote? But yeah, it was like so cheap. It was so cheap. Yeah, so you play Yakuza? You heard Don Quixote from the Yakuza game. I see. Yeah, so Don Quixote is more of like a Western type. Like, it's for foreigners. Like, I think it was catered towards foreigners. And basically, what it is just this like 6th floor thing, and you can find anything there. And I mean, like, legitimately, it's the closest thing to, like, I'd say a close comparison to like maybe a Target or like a Walmart, where you walk in and you're like, okay, so this is where the food is. On the 2nd floor is like cosmetic products. On the 3rd floor is like home stuff. On the 4th floor is like clothing and stuff like that. On the like 5th, 6th floor is anime or something like that. And like that's where you buy things, yeah, like necessities, I guess, that you probably forgot to bring with you. So we went there to kind of just check it out, because I was like, I've never been to a Don Quixote, so I wanted to check it out. So we walked in and I was like, oh my god, everything is here. Like, and I'm telling you, like, legitimately everything. There's a section on the bottom floor. It's a little maze-like to get at the back, but there are like however many freaking Kit Kat flavors it was, like 20 at least. Like, there was like a whole shelf. Like, if you like think about a square layout, there is like, this is filled with Kit Kat flavors, this is filled with Kit Kat flavors, and then this part right here is filled with Kit Kat flavors. There's so many different types of Kit Kat flavors. I'm like, bro. There's like, they have, yeah, and they're so good. Exactly. I wanted to buy all of them, but I know they weren't gonna fit in my luggage, so I was like, you know, 1 or 2 is okay. If I ever go back, I'll go bring some more. But I'm like, there's so many. And then there's also, they sell more luggages, and so and then I remembered I booked the plane ticket so that by return we would have more baggage, because I know for a fact that the one bag that I brought, even though it didn't reach the 50 pounds limit, is not going to fit all the stuff that I was gonna buy. So I was like, okay. Sushiro? I am, yes, it is. We have a Miniso store at my mall, and they sell imported snacks, and they're top tier. Like, for real, they're so good. Like, even at the ones in the convenience store, so good. If it doesn't fit in your luggage, it might fit in your stomach. Well, no. Okay, here's the thing though. Let me tell you guys something about buying things in Japan and planning to take it home with you. When you buy things in Japan, and they ask you if you wanted it to be a tax-free item. This is not just in Japan. I know they do tax-free somewhere else, but this is the first time I encountered this myself. So when you buy something at this Don Quixote, right, and they ask you if you wanted it to be a tax-free thing, they will put it in a bag for you, and the bag literally says, like, please don't open this. Yeah, it's like a duty-free store. Yeah, exactly. Don't use this item, or don't open this bag until you're out of Japan, because you would get fined consumption tax if you open this bag, basically. So like, so I can't, even if I wanted to, like, to even if I wanted to consume any of them, I couldn't. So I was like, all right, I gotta like, yeah, I know it sucks, but yeah, no. And then so anyways, I went and didn't buy anything for the first day. I just kind of looked around, but you know, hotel stuff, yada yada. That's the first day. We didn't do much. We literally just walked around Kamata station area, and there's a lot to look at. I mean, I feel like every station in Japan you can stop at and you'll have something to look at. It's crazy. So yeah, so in the next day after that, we woke up really early, like 7 a.m. I was already up. And I was already like getting like ready and stuff like that because we needed to get to all of these. And like this was probably one of the longest day we've had in Japan. We went to Tokyo Tower, we went to Imperial Palace, and we went to Tokyo Dome City. If you guys don't know where it is on the map, it's basically like it goes up. Like they're all in line, but they're all, if you think about it, if you're coming from Tokyo Dome City, it's probably like 40 minutes of train ride from our hotel. So we had a long day, but it was fun. It was very fun. I actually don't remember much of that morning. I know for a fact we didn't have breakfast. I know that. But we walked on the, I think it was like the south side of the south side of the tower, so you can kind of see it here. And then there's this whole entrance. You take really good photos. Thank you. thank you. And then there's like this little gate thing, which is really cool. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oops. But yeah, you can kind of see the tower. You can kind of see the tower here. This is the one like past this gate. This one right here, you walk a little closer, and this is like the huge gate. It's beautiful. It's tall too. I actually took a video of me walking through this, but there's so many people. There's so many people around, so I was like, you know, it's fine. That photo's fine. But this is called the Zojoji, I think. So Ji is temple. I think it's just Zojo. And then Ji means temple or shrine. I don't remember. But yeah, that's the entrance. This is the actual thing. It's slightly crooked, and you can see it in the background right here. So to kind of like explain, I don't know if you guys have been to like a Buddhist shrine before, but this is a Buddhist temple, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is a Buddhist temple. You walk in here and you take out the little coins, the 5 yen coins specifically, because there was a pun or something. There's like a play on words that makes it so that they explain. I don't remember what it was. They explained it to me, and I don't remember what the reason was, but I know it was like a pun or something, and it was like the reason why you only want to give them the 5 yen coin, because 5 in Japanese is gold or something like that. It has something to do with it. But you walk in there, you're not allowed to take pictures, by the way. That's why I only took the picture of the outside. But you walk in there, you line up, and you do this thing. It's like a little routine. Now I'm Catholic. We don't do these things. We don't have shrines or anything like that. So I was like, okay, this is new to me. I don't know what to do. So I was told you have to drop the coin. You have to bow twice. Not like very like not like fast. You have to be like graceful about it, I guess. You bow twice, you clap twice, and then you pray. You thank whoever you want to thank, and like about your situation and all that, and then you clap again, and then you walk out. Like you have to do this in like a minute, because there's people like lining up behind you trying to do the same exact thing. And then you walk out, and there's like charms that you can buy to, and then, well, okay, so there's charms you can buy that you should have had already, because you have to get rid of your old one in the little stall thing, because they have to like bless it or something like that. And then you have to, there's so many like routines. Like over here, there's a stall in the corner where you buy this little paper, and it's basically your luck for the rest of the year. And then you have to tie it. There's a wall, and you have to tie that piece of paper into that wall, and like so that you secure that luck or something like that, or I guess if it's a bad luck, you get rid of it. Or if you keep it with you, then it's also bad luck. So there's multiple reasons to it, but this is the very first temple I went into, so I was super nervous. Like, I was shaking. I was like, what do I do? I'm not Buddhist. Like, I'm not Buddhist. So I was like, I don't know what the traditions are. So I was like, legitimately, I was like, you know those one gif or whatever, and it's just like the eye just looking back and forth. I was like looking back and forth to everyone. I was like, what do I do? I feel like a lost child. And then the thing is, I don't even know if you're allowed to take pictures in here. Like, I may be getting in trouble for taking a picture of this. Because you're not allowed to take pictures in certain situations for respect purposes. So I didn't like take a lot of pictures in here, but I was so like amazed at everything. So I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And the fact that you can see the Tokyo Tower in the back too is it's insane. It's great. I'm imagining that gif of a Jewish guy that again. Yeah. Joke's on you. This is the moment a viewer is supposed to say, have you all here? Oh my god. Yeah. But there is attempt there though. But yeah, so I got lost, and you're supposed to, there's another area over here where you wash your hands. Where you wash your hands and you wash your mouth. And you don't drink the water, of course, because it's dirty. But you wash your hands on the thing, and you spit it back out. Oh, on the same fountain and stuff. You're supposed to do that, and I didn't do that because it was cold. And he was like, oh my god, you're so bad. You're supposed to wash your hand on the thing, and I didn't do it. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. But anyways, there was a lot of things in Japan that I feel like I'm like, I've committed a crime. I've committed a crime. But yeah, we didn't stay there for very long because it was just like a ceremony thing. There was actually a mass going on that day, and we didn't enter. But we did like the incense candles, and we put them in front. But yeah, so because it was so close to the Tokyo Tower, so we just walked here. So I guess that was the plan. The thing is, I didn't really know that we were gonna go to the temple, because in our itinerary it was like we're just gonna go to Tokyo Tower, but I was like, okay, I guess we're going to a shrine first. But yeah, so though it's so fun. It's like legitimately you go to the right of the temple and you walk this little, you see this like little area right here. It's like very green and very nice, and you just see the tower there, and yeah, the tower's like right there. It's awesome. Hello, Lorelai. Thank you. But yeah, no, Tokyo Tower is apparently like one of the tallest at the time it was built, I guess. At the time it was built, it was the tallest tower in Japan. So when you go to the top deck, you can see the entirety of Tokyo from up there. But since Tokyo's developed over time, it is no longer Tokyo Tower. So they built another tower, which is the Sky Tree. And Sky Tree we're gonna go to later, so you guys will see that. But it's fantastic. The view from up here is great, by the way. I took a video. Oh yeah, I took a picture of this specifically because you can see the Mount Fuji here. It's kind of tiny. But yeah, we went to the main deck only. I don't remember why we didn't go to the top deck. It might be because we were out of time. But yeah, the Mount Fuji's right there is freaking pretty up there, by the way. It's so nice. Oh my god. Like looking at everything and like looking at like just the city in general, so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Chat, like I can't not. I admire, like, I'm a city person. I admire the city. I admire the layout of cities like a lot. It's so good. And it's even better at night, by the way. Like when we went to Skytree, we went at night and it was, oh my god, it was so beautiful, chat. It was so good. It's big. It's huge. Yeah, so the thing is, let me explain to you guys. You can go, like, trains are pretty fast. Are you into architecture? Yes, I studied architecture. Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Japan is, or no, not Japan. Tokyo itself is so huge. You can go 50 minutes in either direction of Tokyo in a train and you will not be out of Tokyo. By the way, Tokyo, I'm talking about Tokyo Prefecture, by the way. Not Tokyo City. As a city. Well, I mean, it's well, it's not the same thing. It's a whole, I can't explain it. It's different. It's huge. It's huge. The place is huge. But yeah, so the next place we went to was the Imperial Palace. And the Imperial Palace, there was an appearance. Yeah, there's an appearance from the what do you call it? The royal family, the imperial family at 11:50. So I guess the reason why we were like rushing ourselves in Tokyo Tower was because of the fact that we were gonna miss the once per year thing. So from what I heard, the Imperial Palace is usually closed for the rest of the year. Yeah, it's still the same. But that day, this was January 2nd, where we went. Yeah, I didn't know that. So, like, the thing is, of course I didn't understand what they were trying to, what they were saying in the announcements and stuff like that. But yeah, they gave us a flag in the. Oh my goodness. So what do you call it? There was a long walk here and they gave you, there's like a lot of people. I know, squeaky door. There was a long walk here. It was such a long walk, by the way. Well, I think we walked for like about 20 minutes from the front of the thing. In here, it was so, there were so many people. It was so hot. A voice drop. Yeah. But yeah, they give you a flag and there's a reason why they give you a flag, by the way. I'll show you later. But this is like one of the buildings in there, and this is the actual palace, if I'm not mistaken. Like this thing, there's glass protecting on it now, like bulletproof glass, but it used to be like with nothing. It looks beautiful up close. Like it looks kind of modern now because of the glass, but it didn't used to have that. But yeah, no, there's an announcement here. There's like so many people there, even like non-Japanese people are there. It was crazy. But oh, they play at the same time. This is why I didn't want it on full screen, because I'm not gonna be able to show you guys the video individually. So this is the thing, you wave your little thing to say hi. That's the Imperial family, by the way. It's crazy. Yeah, they're so like, I couldn't see them because I was like in the very back, but I had my phone up, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch this later. They're all so nice, they're all so polite. And my mom, you know what's funny? I told my mom that we were gonna go to the Imperial Palace to see the Imperial family, and you know what my mom said? My mom was like, go take a picture with them. I'm like, mother, that's not how it works. I I don't think like it's not a meet and greet. We were just there to like, they're just there to welcome people into the new year. It's not a meet and greet. And my mom's so funny. She's like, you should get a selfie with them. I'm like, no, mother, stop it. Not how it works. But anyways, you have to like wave your flag around like that. And you can see this. This is on television, guys. This is in the Japanese national television. It's fun. Hi guys. Hello Karuka. Hello Demon. Welcome. But yeah, we did that. That happened. I actually I was gonna show you guys the photo or the video of them welcoming people in, but I don't think I'm allowed to show it, so I'm not going to. They did the message. Did you get a selfie? You can't get a selfie. You can't get a selfie. It's impossible. But no. But yeah, no. They did a whole message thing, and I was gonna go put it on the slides and to show you guys, but I don't think I'm allowed to show it. Because of reasons I don't know. There was actually, you know what? There was a guard standing to my right, by the way. So I was like in the crowd. There's a just like a guard standing to my right, just like hanging out. So I was like, I shouldn't do anything illegal. So I didn't, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna enjoy the moment as it comes. So no, there wasn't a lot of videos there. But if you look up like a video of like the imperial family like saying, or like, yeah, welcoming into the year, you'll probably see it. You'll probably see it somewhere on the internet. Maybe the news like uploaded it or whatever. No, can I get a selfie? No. But yeah, so this is another one. This is not the same building as the first photo, but yeah, after it was like a 20-minute thing. We were standing in there for about like 20-25 minutes. It wasn't that long. This is another building. It's great. Actually, yeah. Did you know it's crazy? The Imperial Palace is like walking distance from Tokyo Station, and Tokyo Station is huge, by the way. One of the biggest, if not the biggest station in Japan. I'm not 100% sure. It's beautiful. I didn't get a picture of it from like a nicer angle, but the buildings here are so like modern, glass-like, as you can see in the background. It's like probably the most like business-looking city that I've seen in Japan. And I mean like business as in like corporate type buildings. It's beautiful. It's beautiful here. And this is huge. I don't think I went inside, or at least if I did, it was on by passing, because we were passing by Tokyo Station from one of our things. But it's great. This is freaking, it's beautiful. There's a mall here also on the mall/hotel, I think, that we went to get lunch. But yeah, that's Tokyo Station. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's huge. Oh, I gotta show you this one also. This one, you have to turn on the sound so you guys can hear it. So this is in the mall, and we were looking for food. So this is the food floor. So, oh, it's not working. My audio's not working. Hello? Hold on. Can you hear that? No, you can't hear that. Oh, you can now. Oh, hold on. Let me repeat that. Yeah, so there's the drums, and then there's this guy saying hello to children. And then I didn't get him on the second one, but there's a guy like blessing everyone with this like little stick thing there. So that was fun. That was our adventure during lunch. Let me full screen this again. Yeah. But yeah, then we went to lunch. This is fun. You know, I was inputting this in my Canva. And you know, I don't know if you know, but when you input anything on Canva, it puts a tag to it because it's scanning the photo just to make sure that it isn't like anything inappropriate or whatever. So it tags it to something, and I guess it's like now a public image. But this is apparently duck, and I didn't know that until I opened the thing, the tag that was in this photo, and it says this is freaking duck. I'm like, it is? This was delicious, by the way. This thing is delicious. So I ate duck for the first time without knowing. Oh, what was that? I heard that. What did it say? Yeah, I'm so sorry. No, yeah. Zero is disappointed. No, I didn't even know it was duck. I didn't request for it. But no, this was a course meal. See, this is one of those fancy food that I completely didn't realize we were walking into like one of those fancy restaurants. We walked in and we were given like this menu, and they were like, do you want course 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. I think there was only 5 or something course. It's like not 5 course, there was 5 options. If you pick the another option, it would have been a completely different like food. But it was a 5, yeah, I know, it was like a 5 course meal. So they had like, this was the appetizer, this was the thing, and then this was another thing. It was like hot soup place, and then this was a thing, and then they served us ice cream for dessert, and I was like, I'm so full. But then I saw the bakery across the other side of the mall, and I was like, we have to get that. And so we got it. But this was lunch. It was delicious. We just sat somewhere in the corner also because we were done like trying to catch something. We weren't like trying to catch a time to go watch the Imperial Family or something anymore. So we were like, let's chill out for a bit. Yeah. I don't know, honestly, also, we almost lost our stuff because we put our stuff in a locker somewhere in the station and we couldn't freaking find it after lunch. We were like, where did we exit? Where did we enter? We were so tired by the end of this day that we couldn't find our stuff. Like, we were like, where did we get the locker at? By the way, did you... Japanese lesson come in handy on this meal? On the trip, I mean, kind of. Like, I mean, the only thing that you kind of say anyway is like, I just say thank you. Like, so arigato gozaimasu is like a very common phrase. Or like in the train, actually, one of the most handy thing that I did use in the train was like, excuse me, which is, I might be butchering this. For those who speak Japanese, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Sureishimasu? Right? Like, excuse me, get out of the way. I actually was told a different word for get out, for like move, get out of the way. I was like, no, that's rude. So I was like, yeah, sureishimasu is good. I don't know if that's correct, but I said that and people moved out of my way, so I think I'm good. So that was good. And like, I guess like when people ask you if you want a bag or if you have a passport, like I understood that one. I was like, oh, okay. Die instead. Oh my gosh. You know, I know the word die because of Bakugo, by the way. I didn't know what that meant until I watched My Hero Academia. But yeah, no. Have you done any lessons recently? No, I did. No, I haven't. Honestly, I was gonna go read a manga or a light novel to teach myself Japanese because I learn better when I'm reading. But yeah, so our next trip was Tokyo Dome City. And we walked by this anime store. It was very fun. I gambled on this like gacha circle thing machine. And I got ghetto and I was like, oh, let's go! Let's go! My son. Well, not my son. He's actually, I don't claim him since he's kind of a bad guy, but pre-defection ghetto is great. But yeah, no, there's some anime. I took a picture of this for my brother because he likes Haikyuu. So I took a picture of this and I was like, oh my god, look, bro, stickers. But yeah, this store is crazy, by the way. It's so fun. This is my first ever like anime store in Japan. My child that I take no responsibility for. Exactly. Hi Ben, welcome. Speaking of, my girlfriend may or may not be getting close to finishing up an art of a character you like. Oh? Oh my goodness. I wonder who it is. Hello Ben, how are you? I thought Inumaki was your boy. Inumaki is my boy. You know, Inumaki and then Ghetto. Inumaki is my boy. Listen, we don't just choose one, you know. Yeah, this is the very first time I was in an anime store and I was amazed. I was like, oh my god, they have everything here. That's crazy. But yeah, this is Tokyo Dome City. Okay, let me tell you guys our adventure in Tokyo Dome City, because Tokyo Dome, when I tell you guys, this is the longest freaking day of our entire trip, and I mean it. We did so much this day. I was so tired. I couldn't remember what I was, who I was, where I was by the end of this trip, or by the end of this day. So you know how in Tokyo, I mean, but it's given that when you travel somewhere, you walk around a lot, right? Japan is a whole different, beast when it comes to, walking. You walk, everywhere. Because, going on cars or anything like that is, not really, the easiest to do. Especially because, I could have driven because I know how to drive a car, but because the rules, the street rules in Japan is slightly different, and because it's a left-hand drive, a right-hand drive, they drive on the left side of the road, going forward. Is what I'm meaning to say, and the steering wheel is on the right side of the car, so it would have thrown me off if I did that, and I think I would have had a different, I would have needed to take a test, a different type of test to be able to rent a car, because that's what we wanted to do. We were like, we should rent a car, but anyways, we walked around everywhere, and we kind of walked around Tokyo Dome City here. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this could also be a concert hall, but this is a sporting thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a sporting stadium. I'm not sure. But it's super fun. And then, guys, I didn't expect these. I wouldn't say this is, I was like, yo, I've never been to Shake Shack, by the way. I've never been to Giants. I've barely been to Taco Bell, and I was joking around how, or Zero, when I was showing Zero this, was you know, it would be funny if your first experience with Shake Shack is in Japan. And I'm like, that would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, I'm not sure US license work in Japan like they do in somewhere like France. I remember my uncle saying that you need to get another license to drive around Japan. Yeah. That it would make sense though, because the legit, it's a whole different thing. But in Tokyo, I feel like there is honestly not a lot of cars. There wasn't any traffic in Tokyo when we were literally just walking around the streets. There was barely any cars. Because I guess the whole public transportation in Japan is just so good that it's not necessary for you to have a car. It's not it's not a heavy car heavy city, which is, I appreciate that, because there's you can walk down a street, or you can go a street, and then there would be no stoplights, and people just follow the rules. It's so organized. It's so there's something about it. I love it. I love that system so much. and they gas by the liters by liter, so it's expensive. Really. The American intrusions are also something. I'm reminded of that Starbucks in China's Forbidden City. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, so it probably is to do with that too. So yeah, no, there isn't a lot of like cars. There isn't probably not a lot of people own car anyway, so it's fun. But yeah, no, so we walked around the entire, well, we didn't walk around the entire stadium. We walked around here, and there's a few buildings here in the back that we went to. There's a building there that has like, so the person that I went with, he's Japanese, and he basically is obsessed with like betting on horses. And I don't know why like this is like popular in Japan, but it's popular in Japan. Like amongst the Japanese community, it's a whole thing that they have literal buildings, and they have them in gachas where like horses are in like plushie form, and you like crane it and stuff. And there's also like, yeah, those random literal like circle ball thing that you turn. It's crazy. I was like, oh my god, why is horse betting a thing in this country? And so we went there first. I didn't take any photos of it, and then we went to next door, which is a space state, like a space thing. And this, okay, let me tell you about this. So it's a museum, right, of like a bunch of space stuff. But by the end of it, like towards the end of this, there was a VR place that we did, and basically you walk into the thing, and then you take a photo of it, and it prints out a little ticket, and it's like, it says, oh, ticket to the moon, like you're going to the moon. And then there's a QR code in there, and you line up, you group up into 10 people, 10 groups or 10 people per group, and you go into this thing with this VR headset. And basically this VR headset is fantastic. It's like you can see the other person, but it's like the photo that they took in the very beginning, in a spacesuit. And the thing is, you pick your spacesuit too, so like depending on what you picked, it'll be like what you will show up as. And you just see people walking around in spacesuits. It's crazy. And you're walking around in this VR thing with this VR headset. It's pretty advanced. I was like, god damn, what the frick, where am I? And you don't bump into anything because like it's so accurate to like what you're seeing in the VR, that like there's this like little rover thing that you can ride to go to other buildings in the moon, in the VR thing. There's a railing, and I tried to grab it just because I feel like it was gonna move, and I actually grabbed something. I'm like, no way. No way, I actually was able to grab a railing. Hello, Islander, welcome. Yes, Japan is actually one of the leading countries in terms of space travel. They recently sent probes to Venus and Mercury. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there's a whole thing here. It's so beautiful. I'm into space myself, and I was amazed at it because it felt real. Like it feels like you were there. No, you don't even have gloves. That's the thing. They only gave you the headset, the VR headset. So I was like, that's insane. The fact that I'm able to interact with the places, and the things that I'm seeing without even having any hand tracking, like that's insane to me. I was like, dude, if they can do it here, like why don't we have these things in the US? We probably do, but it's like one of those like expensive things. So I think Japan was also the first to the dark side of the moon. No, I didn't know that. How's everyone going so far? We're good, we're good. I'm just telling everyone about my trip to Japan. So we're chilling, we're chilling. I hope you're doing well. Oh, did you hear about the Miku to Mercury initiative they did? No, I didn't. That's crazy. Miku to Mercury. That's funny. But yeah, so I just walked around and I felt like a child. There's like in every wall, in every section, they have like a little paper that you can collect, and it's basically was like it creates a booklet by the end of it, and you tie it with the little like it's not a what is that like thing, like wire like thing that you just twist. You don't have to staple anything or whatever. You just twist it, and yeah. Well, but yeah, there is a VR thing. We went to the moon, but yeah, when you walk out, you see all of these Lego pieces outside, which is fun. I didn't take a picture, any more pictures. Like yeah, like twist ties. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what they're called. People submitted their Miku drawing and they loaded dozens of those pictures, Miku pictures, on silicone wafers loaded on their Mercury probe. That's so funny. Yes, exactly. We actually counted it. I don't remember how much it was, but there was a number here somewhere of how much they are. But there's a lot of them. I tried to take a picture. I tried to take a video of all of them, but there's a lady standing in the corner, and I don't know if I was supposed to take a photo or something, so I didn't take a picture past these two, because this was by the entrance. So I was like, okay. Later. But yeah, so, and then we went home. I don't think we had dinner that day because I was so tired, but that was like one of the longest day we had in Japan. This is another long day. Ueno is huge. So it was so fun. It was very, very fun. Like, the thing is about the VR show, we actually had to do it twice, because the very first time they told us that there was some malfunction in the system and we didn't notice anything. I was like, what malfunction? Like, that's crazy. There was a malfunction. So instead of like being like, oh sorry, we can't, show is no longer operational, they legit just spent about 30 minutes, and we were in a waiting room. They spent about 30 minutes fixing it, and they had us go again. And we were like basically done. We were basically, the first run we had, we were done. We can walk out, and that would have been that. But for some reason, yeah, like, we had to go again. They were like, sorry for the inconvenience, we'll get it fixed for you guys in no time. Wait in the waiting room and we'll call you back when everything's fixed. And so we had to go again, and then like, I mean, it was nice to experience it again. There was like a bunch of like kids there who had like a VR too, and they're so adorable. They're like not running around because they're on a VR thing, but it's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah. Can't log out of the VR headset. Oh no. Yeah. Yes, exactly. The customer service in Japan is just top tier. If no one complains, show goes on. Yes, the thing is, no, I don't think anyone complained at all. I feel like it was fine. I think it was them, like their system that was like a little bit finicky, and we didn't notice anything. So we're like, oh, we go again. Like, we removed their headset. They were like, hey, please remove your headset while you're in here. There's a malfunction. Let us lead you out right now. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't see it, but it's fine. Yeah, but I guess if it's not perfect, or if it's not to their standards, they're not gonna continue. But yeah, no, that was fun. But yeah, no, we didn't like have dinner that day. We went home and like just did whatever. for dinner. And like I fell asleep so hard. It was so tiring. But the next day we woke up again very, very early. We were so tired at this point. Like this is only our third day. I missed the chance to say that you got to experience the edge runner. I wouldn't have understood what that meant. But yeah, so Ueno is pretty big. Like if this one actually get chat, I'm gonna show you guys on the map because Ueno's is huge. So this is, we didn't actually go to Ueno, the city. We went to the park. So here's our little walk. Right here. It's huge, chat. It's so beautiful. We actually like had in the beginning of this, like right here, if you go to the right or left, sorry, of this little sign, there's a 7-Eleven, and we just had breakfast there because we know that we were gonna get stuck in here for a long time. I'll show you guys in a minute, but we went to the zoo first. Oh yeah, that was, don't mind me zooming in on an animal's behind. But yeah, so we went to the zoo. This little critters right here are so cute. I don't know what they're called. Whoa, that left photo is like every B-roll. This one? Okay, you'll see a lot more of this in bigger, like in bigger cities. What do you call it? Narasaksa. Why does that word keep popping in my head? What is that city called? Akihabara. Akiba. I don't remember. I don't remember which one's the real name of the place, but like the anime center of Akihabara. Yes, thank you. Exactly. It looks like every like B-roll, yeah, B-roll, like the ending, the credit. Hello, Penta, welcome. But yeah, we went to the zoo first. So here's my map. I got one both in English and Japanese. And then yeah, I didn't take a lot of photos here because I was like, zoo, it's a zoo, you know. Look at him munching. He's adorable. He's so cute. I was crying on the inside. It was so cute. I was about to say that reminds me of Steins Gate. Yes. It's like with you, I feel like chat, if I was to take you guys to Japan, I would say if you're in mangoes will thrive. Oh, well, no, not mangoes. Hold on. Sorry, random. Well, mangoes too, probably. Random will thrive in Akihabara. Because there's an entire store full of like things you can use for like, there's a store for Warhammer, bro. There's a literal store for Warhammer. We didn't go in it, but we saw it in passing, and I was like, oh yeah. There's like also a store like nearby. Like everything is there when it comes to like anime and like just hobbies in general. And then there's like a whole thing for sanding little figurines, like spray painting things and like brushes and stuff like that, specifically for 3D printed figures or something. And they have like books also. If you're a beginner, they have books of things that you're like, oh, I want to start 3D printing or painting stuff. Yeah, there's a whole other things there, and I was like, this is the first time I'm seeing it, so I was like, oh my god, like Random would like it here. Like he'll thrive. There's like clay also, like those high-end clays for 3D modeling. Do you know those 3D figures? It's so freaking like beautiful. And I was like, yeah, that's expensive. That's the expensive type of clay that you use to make those like anime figures. I was like, yo, that's so cool. if I had been there to do like art supplies buying and stuff like that, I would have been like, I would have bought everything in that store, but I wasn't, so it was good. I'm flattered you thought of us. Yes, yes. Of course. Of course. It's so good. It's so good. Hello, / welcome. Those pictures are indeed cute animals. You took pictures in Japan? Yes, it is. It is. They're all asleep. Like, I think this is the only one that was like awake. Because they were like getting fed when we went, and also it was raining this day, so we didn't really stay in the in the zoo all that much. In fact, I think when I moved over, no, oh, I didn't put that in here. Anyways, the elephant is mid-shower. I was like, oh, I took a picture of him mid-shower. He's trying to pull a lever or something, and that water will throw him, will like tip the thing or something. Yeah, the alpaca also was eating. Oh yeah, you see this, chat? It was raining that day. We ate outside in the very cold, wet chairs, but it was fun. We had like rice and egg and stuff, and then I had some fries. I didn't eat the chicken underneath, but yeah, it's fun food. Yeah, I don't know if this is a llama or alpaca, but I don't know. But yeah, well, we can talk about Akihabara later. But okay, all right, here is when the tiring part of this day came. So I don't know if you guys can see or read this, but this says the Ueno Royal Museum. There's a Ueno garden here, zoological garden. That's a zoo. That's where we were. There's a Tokyo National Museum here, the National Museum of Nature and Science, and the Tokyo Metropolitan Art Museum. There is so many museums in this like little area of Ueno. And we went, and I kid you not, I'm not kidding, we went to every single one. I was so tired by the end of this. Because like, chat, listen, I'm not, there's nothing, I have nothing against like museums. In fact, I love museums. I love going on museums, but I feel like you go to one, that's it. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been the Tokyo Metropolitan Art Museum, or it might have been the Tokyo National Museum. I don't know which one it was, but I know for a fact it might not, well, no, I don't know for a fact that it's not the Royal Museum, because I know we went there too. One of these museums was closed. Well, there was a long line, and so we were like, because there's an exhibit that day. Some famous like artist has an exhibit, and we were like, bro, I don't think we should line up because we're not gonna be able to go to the other museums. So we just went outside and took a bunch of photos. Or no, I didn't take any photos. It says no photos actually on the front of the thing. So I was like, okay, let me just like, let's not go in here. Let's go to the other one. So we walked probably about like 10 minutes to the other museums because it was separated from the rest. Like, so we went here first. And so, oh my god, there's so many of them that like we went in there, it was still light outside, and we left, it's dark. The sun was setting. It was, and then this thing, by the way, chat, it's like, oh my god, I gotta show you now. Hold on. I gotta show you. Give me a second. Let me pull it up on the map. Cause I got, oh my god. All right, let me see. Ueno. Right. All right, so let me just it doesn't load as well. All right, so this is the Ueno area. This is the entrance where we saw the little rock thing in the beginning. It's right here on the here. I'm shaking. I don't know if you can see my mouse. You probably can. It's fine. No, hold on. I went outside yesterday in maybe an hour and my thighs were hurting. Hello Charlie. Mother Yuka-sama. How I miss you so. Hello, welcome in. Hi Charlie. How are you? Museums are great if you manage to have study time individual. Yes, exactly. The fact that we went to so many of them in one day is like already crazy. So this is the walk. This is huge. This is a long walk. This place is big, right? So this was the first one we went to. I think this one was closed. These two. The museum was here somewhere also, or no, the zoo was here somewhere also. I think it might be this here. This might be the zoo. It's not that big, but so after the zoo we went out to exit and we tried to go here. This was the one that was closed. So the National Museum of Western Art was closed. This was the one with long line, but there was multiple floors in here that you can go to for free. So we just walked in and like checked it out. And then we walked across here. There's this like water here. I actually have a picture of this. I don't know if I added it on the thing. This thing, man, is the biggest freaking museum that you'll ever. Oh my god! I need you guys to just look at how you like. Wait, there is a 3D thing of it. Earlier, hold on. When I was looking at this, where is it? There was a panning thing. This thing it's huge. Okay, it sounded like you had yes, I was super tired. There was 20 rooms in each floor. Let me just put that into perspective. There's 20 floors in each room of this thing. Or 20, not 20 floors. Oh, that's there it is. Okay, look how big it is. Chat, look at how big that is. We walked in every square inch of this museum because there was so much to look at in there. There's 20 rooms in 2 floors and you have to follow this little route with it. So there was basically about 40-ish rooms in there full of just like museum stuff. There was like swords, like not swords, katana stuff, blades, kimonos, like written scriptures and stuff that you're not allowed to take photos of, that I accidentally take photos of in videos. There was like a lot of like samurai outfits and stuff like that you're also not allowed to take photos of. So many different like potteries stuff. There was just a lot. In fact, I don't even remember half the things I looked at. It was so, oh my god, it was huge. And then this thing right here to the right of it is also a museum, and we walked over here. We took a look in there also. Actually, in fact, we went here, and then this is a garden. You can walk around here too. We did. And then there's this connecting area here to go here. This one is no photos whatsoever, this area. And then you walk out and you go over here. This is another freaking museum that you go to, which is also a thing we went to. And then they were having like an exhibit over here. We didn't go in here, but they were having an exhibit in this specific one. And we also here, because it's 2 different tickets. So I was like, okay, that's a thing, and this is also a different one that we went to. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, bro. And it's just one area, and it's just museums. Oh my god. Yes, it's museums after museums after museums. I was but it's beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. The thing is, I'm the type of person who goes to museums and I stroll. Like, I don't ever stop at anything because I know there's a lot to look at. So I look at things that interest me, or something that like I'm like, oh, that'll be like, I'm inspired by that. I can use that for an art piece or something like that. Or like, oh, that's how it's constructed. That's very interesting. But like when you go to so many of these museums in a day, I just want to walk around and look at cool stuff. Unfortunately for me, the whole system in this is that you line up and you follow the crowd. Like, I guess you can bypass them also, but like they were all inspecting every single thing in like 30-minute interval, and I'm like, I just want to walk past all of these, but I didn't want to like cause trouble or like disturb the Japanese society, so I just followed through everyone. And also the fact that the person I was with is like legitimately looking at everything, and I'm like, bro, I'm so tired, let's go, let's walk. Yeah, very insightful you're showing, because next year I'm going to Japan. Yes, oh my gosh, I have so many things to tell you. Hello Nilai, by the way. So it's ancient Japan, Japan Museum, very nice, interesting. Yes, very good. It's actually is really good. It's just you have to go here to plan only to go here that day. You can't go anywhere else, or else you'll be tired, because just this alone is so much walking already. Like they in like corners of the rooms, they have like little like seating areas that you go to, because you can't go to it in like one standing. You can walk here the entire day and you would not have seen everything. It's crazy, it's huge. So yeah. I added this on the thing. I was like, yeah, it's a whole journey, but it's worth it, you know, of course. But yeah, so other than the museum trip, we didn't do much that day. You went to Keyhole Lake at Tokyo? No, we didn't. I don't actually. Yeah, it wasn't in our itinerary, so I wasn't able to. Yeah. And then after that, we just had dinner somewhere in Ueno. So this is the dinner curry. So day 4, we visit temples. This is I almost got lost in here. And we actually also went to another temple here, and I wasn't allowed to take photos whatsoever, because it's so here. This is the temple. I don't remember what this was called. On the right of this photo, so this photo specifically, on the right of it, there is a graveyard. You're not allowed to take photos or videos or anything like that, because that's disrespectful. But you go in there, you kind of give them like, I think it was like 200 yen. And they give you this like bundle of incense candle. And there is probably, I think there was like exactly 46 of these gravestones. And these gravestones are samurais. They're important samurais back in the day. I don't remember what the lore, I almost called it lore, the history was. I don't remember what it was, but I remember we had to sit through like a little presentation, and the presentation was in English too, so I was so surprised, but I didn't understand a thing, bro. I was so tired even from the day before that I couldn't pay attention. But I just know that there was 46 of them specifically, and we leave 1 or 2 incense candles in the graveyard, and you stand in front of it to kind of like just like thank them for their service. Because I guess, like, again, I wasn't well read about the situation, but I think they helped out like a lot in back in the day, so they had a whole like museum about them. So you leave 1 or 2 incense candles in front of these graves. And it's super quiet. It's super quiet. No one's talking. You're just walking around. You're kind of like just taking it all in, I guess. Like showing respect. You know, some people bowed in front of the gravestones. I'm assuming it's like they're, you know, some important history thing about that specific one, but they were, oh my god, it was an experience. And then there was 2 museums, of course, another bunch of museums, 2 museums to be exact. There was one in the bottom floor, and then you have to cross the street, and then there's another one upstairs, and they're both free. You can just walk in. Oh no, the first one isn't free, but the second one was. So they saved New Eridu, clearly. Yes, exactly. But yeah, no, it was very fun to walk around that one, cause there was, the second one was a smaller type of museums, and it was just like a square room, and a bunch of these, like, it's I think it's ceramics, life, not life size, like a little mini, like, statue, I guess, of each of the samurais. One of them was blue. I was so confused. I was looking at it and I was like, oh, everyone's dressed in this like really like casual, or not casual, like their samurai uniforms, and then there's one of them that's like, his skin is painted blue, and I was like, huh, what is this? And so I looked, I like read his thing, because I was like super interested. Apparently samurais used to paint themselves like a certain color or something like that. Don't call it that. Oh my god, samurais paint themselves a certain color so they stand out in the battlefield, because they are leaders, I guess. So so yeah, that was the thing behind that thing. But yeah, no, the whole story was that there was like somebody who, with it, amongst their 46 group of samurais, there was someone who, the red guys go faster. Is that the case? There was somebody who they thought was betraying them, but who was actually a double agent or something like that. Like they were working for the enemy thing, but they were also working for them, and this actually was the one who saved the samurais or something. And I didn't know this, which was weird to me. I don't know why in my head Japanese names are always like 4 syllables long, but there's the history for these guys, their names are so long. I'm like, what? I couldn't even follow, like, and it's in English. I was so confused. Clearly they were getting ready to join the Team Fortress mercenaries. Yeah, of course. Like the Warriors of Scotland when the Romans came. Is that what it was like? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So, but yeah, anyways, like that was pretty cool. So that's museum number 1, or temple number 1 plus 2 museums. Temple number 2 was cool. This is the, maybe, I don't know which one of these buildings are called this, because there's so many of them. So when you enter this, so there's multiple of these. There was probably 1, 2, 3 in just the entrance alone, and this is inside this one right here. It's huge. This thing is huge. You see how these people are like just going up until like this is probably where the horizon line is in this thing. This thing is towering. I'm like, bro, I didn't know that these gates get so large. They painted themselves blue. I see. Yeah, so this is called, one of these buildings are called the Yasukuni Jinja Shrine. I'm not too sure. Torii, yes, this is called the Torii Gate. But you do the exact same thing. This one, there was a long line, so we didn't actually go in here. But this one's a really fun place to be in, because out here before you go, it's a whole food court. So, but yeah, so I thought that name was this building right here, but I don't think it is. I don't know. But there's this building, there's a bunch of stuff here for the New Year's, because it was a New Year's celebration. A bunch of like Year of the Snake thing, because it's the Year of the Snake this year, right? So there's a bunch of like messages and art and stuff like that, and I don't know whose art it is, but there is art for that. Oh, and then there's this. Oh my god, I gotta show you guys. They did like a dance performance. Yeah, we were just like in the middle of it. We didn't actually sit from beginning to end, or beginning. We caught the last bit. I was so sad. I cried when I was watching this. I don't know why. Yeah, we were only able to catch the end of it, but there was like a performance, and like legitimately, I don't know why, I cried. I cried when we were like, when we were like, yeah, watching that, I was tearing up. I was like, it's so beautiful. Yeah. You probably miss Miyabi. Yeah, I probably did. But yeah, it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know what the meaning behind it is, or like the significance of this dance, but like it was like a samurai, or not a samurai, like this, she has like a katana and stuff. So I was like, oh my god, oh my god. So I do have to get going, but I'm glad to hear you've been having quite the adventure. I am. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you. Yes, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for hanging out for a bit. Thank you. But yeah. Oh, Ben, you'd love this. Okay, or anyone out there who's like into Zenless Zone Zero. When we went to Akihabara, actually, surprisingly, I didn't see any in Akihabara. I saw one in Ikebukuro though. I was like, oh my god, it's great, it's beautiful. A lot of ZZZ stuff in Ikebukuro. I'll show you. Ikebukuro was by far my favorite city, so I hope we get to it today. But yeah, so we went to another museum. This one you're not allowed to take photos of. This museum is basically the museums for all of the battles and wars that Japan has ever been in. So it literally starts from like way back, before World Wars, before everything, and you see the development of their like equipment and their like strategies and all that stuff. It actually went quite in depth on the Japan's strategy during one of the World Wars, where they went to all of the islands and they gathered materials from them, and they showed that in like little graphs and stuff. And oh, not little graphs, it's like a huge graph and stuff. The reason why you're not allowed to take photos in here, by the way, is because on one of the rooms of the museum, you have pictures of every single person who has ever been in a war. Like, I don't remember if it was like just for the World War, but like any like warriors, basically every single photos of them was like there. So you're not allowed to take photos. What do you call it? It's fantastic. They have like 2 rooms of it, 2 roomfuls of like I guess like iPhone size photos, like if you ever see like a regular size iPhones, and plastered on a wall, like huge wall. There's so many of them. I don't remember how many people were in there, but there's a lot. there, oh my god, it's such a beautiful like thing. I was very emotional that day, and I remember looking at all of the photos and being like, this is so sad, but also this is like an honor. They're now in a museum, you know. They served their country well. There was also like a not a life-size model of it. There was a model of like the ship. What is it? It's not a helicarrier because that's a different thing. Like the ship that has planes in it. You can take off and land in it. I don't remember what it's called. There's a figure, or not a figure, whatchamacallit, a little not what is it called? Like a model. Yeah, just a carrier, right? That's what it's called. There's like a plane, and then there was one that's a life-size shape of the it's not a bomb. It's like one of the missile. For water, I guess. Like the one that went underwater. Like a missile for water. I don't know what it's called, but it's huge. It's like torpedo. Thank you. That's what it is. Thank you. Mangoes is my vocabulary. It's my dictionary today. Yes, the torpedo. It's huge. It's really long. Like it's big. It's almost the entire, like, it wasn't almost the entire room because it's huge, but it's like huge. That's what she said. Oh my god. But no, it was such a fun experience. There was also like a replica of some of the planes that they used during the war, which is also fun. And then I enjoyed reading a lot of like the it's huge. I see what you did there. They had a lot of the like engagement between other nations and stuff like that, and I feel like the way they presented it in that museum is very much like unbiased. Like you would think that there'd be a lot of like some propaganda or something like that, but when I was reading through it, and this is actually one of the museum that I found really interesting, and so I read through most of the stuff, but not all of them. And it's so cool, like how they're like, oh, they went to this country and this country and this country together, this and this, and then the little interactions between the people at the time and like the soldiers that Japan sent was pretty like insightful to read about. It is really unfortunate I couldn't take photos because it's beautiful in there. It's like one of probably my favorite museums we went to. I was so engaged. But America raw. Yeah. Yeah, it was very insightful. I mean, I feel like if you were to go to Japan, you should definitely go to this museum. It's literally, you see this place, or no, you see the, no, not, that's not it. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, this one at the bottom, right here. You see this one? If you go right here, from this temple, you'll see it. You can't see me? All I see is you. I see what you're doing. Oh my gosh. But yes, no photos allowed. But this one's pretty fun. So can you guys count how many museums we went to in 2 days? Well, that's 6. I'm so tired of museums. Yeah, anyways, after that we actually did I bought a lot of souvenirs from that museums because it was freaking crazy. They sell like little mini like metal figures of the planes that was in the World Wars. And like the trains also, which was so cool. I didn't buy it because it was heavy, because I was like, no, I can't take this back because it'll get like it'll add to the weight of my luggage. I was already like over the limit, so I was like, I would have needed to buy a new luggage, which I ended up buying a new luggage anyway, so I was like, I could have bought it, but alas. Yeah, so anyways, we went to Skytree afterwards. It was like getting dark. So Skytree is we didn't know that it was like a ticket-based thing, as in like you buy a ticket and you tell them a time that you want to go, because I mean it makes sense because it's limited amount of space in there. But this is now the tallest. So remember when I said we went to Tokyo Tower, and Tokyo Tower used to be, at the time it was getting built, it used to be the tallest thing in Japan, and you can see all, or in Tokyo specifically, you can see all of Tokyo when you're up in Tokyo Tower. But that's no longer the case, and so they built another tower, and it's this tower right here, Skytree. This is tall. This is about, at the top, like right here, is the viewing deck. Right here, only right here, is about 500 meters off the ground. About 500 meters off the ground. From there, which is crazy. Oh, or was it 600? I don't remember. It was something like that. It's pretty tall. But that's only that. It's not even the tip of the tower. So I was like, oh my god, bro, this tower's freaking tall. But you can see everything here. As you can see, this is the view from the top, the main deck. Okay, so we went at night. It's 6:30 was our appointment. And this is one side of the tower, and apparently if it wasn't nighttime, you can see Mount Fuji in the distance also. But this is a much higher. I'll be quiet for now, doing some gaming. Okay. But look at that. It's beautiful. This is not like the best photo I could have shown you guys, but there was so many photos that I took that there's so many people in the way that I'm like, no, I can't show that. And then this is a video I took of me walking on the top deck. So the top deck is interesting because it's slanted. Like you would think that let me go back, that it'll be like just straight like this. No, this is slanted. It's, you go up, so you get out the elevator and you like, they tell you a route. They're like, go right from this door. And yeah, look, I don't know if you guys can see a little bit. It's slanted, bro. So I was walking around. It's nice. So I actually like was just staring out. I didn't take a lot of photos up here. Well, I took a lot of photos like just to show stuff, but look how bright Japan is. It's really bright. But I just sat there looking at everything because I was like, wow. I am 600 meters off the ground right now. Like, dude, that's crazy to me. Is this the moment where we saw not as beautiful, we say not as beautiful as you? No. Nice view, but I would be scared. Oh, for sure. Let me show you in a second. Not as bright as you. As for slanted buildings, you think they're funny to they're funny to walk. Dude, no, it's hilarious. No, it's actually it felt very secure. I didn't feel like I was gonna fall or anything like that. So they just put railings so you don't touch the glass, which is understandable. But yeah, no, that was a nice experience to just walk around, because the top deck is a smaller like circle. So when you walk around the whole top deck, you can see all of Tokyo from up there. And it's just endless cities. You know, that was one of the things that I was so amazed about when I was up there, is because at the horizon line, it's still cities in all angles of Skytree. It's crazy. Like, oh, I'm like, This city is huge. You see how tiny those buildings are? Like, they look tiny, but that's probably like 7 floors. 7, 8 floors down there. It's huge. The city is huge. So, oh yeah. Also, here's the thing that Inochi, if you were here, you probably would have like passed out. There is a glass viewing thing. There's a lot of people in it, but yeah, we were just walking in there. That's the floor. It's a glass floor. Yeah, it's beautiful. They're like, the person I was with was like, "Are you gonna step on that?" I was like, "Of course I am." Like, I may be scared of heights, but I'm only gonna be here once, like, in like for a while probably. So I'm like, I might as well do it, right? I'm not gonna chicken out. I'm gonna do it because I'm here already. So yeah, I did take a photo. It's unfortunate there's a flash, but if you see, oh no. Yeah, you can see everything down there. It's scary, bro. Actually, it wasn't scary at all. It's like, yeah, it's not that bad because the glass is so thick, or not. I guess this is multiple glass, but like, it felt very secure. You're scared of gravity? See, yeah, I mean, serious. Oh my god, I gotta tell you about vertigo, guys. I got some serious vertigo also when I was in Japan. I don't know if you guys know this. If you have motion sickness, I advise every single day you take some like dizzy nausea medication, because like Tokyo in general will shake. It's going to shake on you every single day because there are so many train rails underground, and there's so many trains in general that the city is shaking at a constant rate. I was so dizzy the entire time. Sometimes I couldn't like function. I was so dizzy. But yeah, no, anyways, this was fun. Glass floor. I had an experience. So we took the taxi home because we couldn't figure out, you know, after that, we couldn't like bother trying to figure out what train stations we gotta go to because we're so far out into the thing. So we took a taxi, and it was like a 50-minute taxi ride, by the way. Dude, it was so expensive. It was like $130. Chat, but I was so tired, so I was like, you know what? I'll pay for it. So I did pay for that taxi. And this is the playlist that I was reminded of. Like, whenever I listen to Long Way Home by 5 Seconds of Summer, that's driving down Tokyo was that experience for me. Also this, but yeah. But you're not scared of looking down, you're scared of, like, you're more scared of looking up. Interesting. But yeah, took the taxi home. Very expensive. Don't take the taxi. As much as I think taxi is a very convenient, like, mode of transportation to do when you're outside, when you're in a different country. I don't recommend it in Japan just because, or especially when you're in Tokyo. I don't recommend it because you have trains that are like $1, like 50 cents even. So yeah, it's not worth it to take the taxi. Just figure out your way back. But it was getting so late at this point, so we were like, you know, let's just take it, whatever. This is my favorite day of all. I'm so excited to tell you guys everything about Akihabara, Akiba, and Ikebukuro. This is where I was paying attention the entire day. I was paying attention the entire day. So, Akihabara and Akiba is known, or Akiba, I don't actually remember which is the right name for the city. I think it's Akihabara, but I've been told Akiba also. Maybe it's like two different cities that's connected and it's like technically conjoined into one. You'll enjoy it here. Again, if you're even remotely like interested in anime, you go here. They have a manga place here. They call it comic over there, right? It's called Book Off, I think. Book Off or something. And they have 2 towers and like 2 different blocks. You go in there and you like each floor has a section of the like genre of manga that you want, and these mangas are like, I guess the one that I bought was cheap. When my aunt went to Japan, she told me mangas are expensive, and I was like, when I went and I looked at the manga, they're like 300 yen. I'm like, they're not expensive at all. Maybe it's because the manga that I bought was like old and it's not getting updated anymore. But like, I was like, this manga is pretty cheap. That's like $1.50, bro. So I was like, I can buy like 10 volumes and I would have been fine. But I didn't. I had a recurring nightmare as a teen where gravity inverted and everyone fall forward or upwards and suffocate. Oh my god. You came up with the hashtag. Yeah, I did. Well, you guys did actually. Wasn't it like Katsu? I thought it was Katsu. Yeah, this is what Akihabara looks like. Very nice. Heaven everywhere. You think like gacha games, they have buildings for that. Like Genshin Impact, there wasn't a lot of like Zenless Zone Zero for some reason. Well, I know why, because they haven't done any promotions yet outside of China. So there wasn't a lot of like Zenless Zone Zero, but Genshin Impact, there was a lot of like Star Rail, there's a lot of like some everything. There was so much like gacha. Yeah, look. Speaking of Genshin Impact, right here, that's Mualani, Kinich, Mabuika, and what's her name? The small one. But yeah, Genshin Impact right here. You had me at Genshin Impact. Exactly. There's a lot of Genshin Impact stores. Kachina, thank you, Kachina. But yeah, so you walk here, like this entire block, this entire area, yes, is just like anime stuff. Like legitimately, there was a place in here, like if you're interested in guns, there's a place in here, with like parts of guns and like for airsoft and stuff. There's like for again 3D modelings and stuff like that. I didn't get any figurines, unfortunately, because I'm not a figurine type of person. Actually, I'm more of a photo card type person. So I was on the hunt for photo cards. But this place is cool. Again, if you are ever remotely into anything, you will find it in Akihabara. You will find it. Everything is here. Like legit. If you have a hobby that you're like, oh, I collect like figures, there is stores in here that like just sells figures. If you're more into like the card games and stuff, they have stores specifically for like what is that, Magic the Gathering, and like some like other card games. What other card games are there? I saw a lot of them. There's so much. There's just so much. You will find this place so cool. Gachas are also everywhere. Those crane machines are also everywhere. But what if I'm into you? I'm so sorry. I'm not in here yet. But hey. Why, Mangoes, why are you trying to riz me up today? What is going on? I was gonna work on things, but robot weapon creature lives. But yeah, it's so cool. This place is so cool. If you're into computers also, there is like buildings full of like just a lot of like computer parts and like actual pre-built computers and stuff, so you'll find them here. I was actually like, I was told like if I wanted to like buy some upgrade parts for my PC, I should buy it here. And because it's also insured or something, you can return it to them if it doesn't work. And you'll get whatever. But I mean, like, which is if like just insured by like standard, they're not gonna ask you if you want insurance on your stuff. It's just insured like automatically. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And it's cheaper also. So I was like, I could, but no, I didn't want to bring it with me since it was only day 5 and I was gonna be here for another like 2 weeks. So I was like, maybe not yet. But we didn't actually get to go back. Actually, no, wait, that's a lie. We did go back because I had to buy that manga for someone. You know who you are if you're here. But yeah, cool place, very nice. I had such a good time in here. There was a store, and I don't know if it's this one right here or someone like somewhere along the road. I spent about like 20 bucks trying to do a crane game for someone I don't even want, because I just like thought it looked funny, like the little figurine, not figurine, like it's a stuffed toy thing. And they're like, oh yeah, there's a strategy to that, you know, like there's a like a way you should do it where you can only what do you call it, you win after 2 tries or something like that. I was like, there's a strategy to these? I didn't know that. So and the thing is like that I didn't realize that you could do, my friend did this multiple times, where if your like little guy, the thing that you're trying to pull from the crane game, gets in a place where the crane doesn't reach, or it's like you want to tell them to readjust it so that it's in the middle of the little machine, you can literally just call someone to be like, yo, can you adjust this for me, or can you move this for me a little, like, or like they'll even walk up to you and be like, hey, do you want it adjusted and stuff. And I was like, wait, you can do that? And the thing is, there's only one item at a time in the crane game. Like, there's only one item in the middle, and sometimes it's not one, like it's not one that you want, like each crane would have probably like 2 of them. Like there was one crane, it has like a ghetto and Gojo figure in it, and it was Gojo at the time, but there was a lady who was like, hey, can I switch it to ghetto? And I was like, I didn't know you could do that. That's crazy. Here in America, the claw is rigged until a set amount of money is inserted. That's crazy. That's crazy. See, that's what I thought every like crane games are, like the claw games. I thought they were all rigged, but I guess in Japan it's not. Like everything is kind of like fair and stuff. Or maybe there is some sort of like riggedness to it, but it's not like you can bypass it if you know how to play. But cool place. Here's a video I took of the street. It's very fun. Like everything that you see in this video, I think I was outside like one of the card games because my friend is into it. Oh my god. Very much like, I know I took a video of it so fast. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but everything, every building that you see here, it's just anime, just like games, technology, everything. Oh, so good. I have like all good things to say about this area. I was like saying to Zero, I was like, if I was to live in Japan, I wanted to somehow to be close here or Ikebukuro. But I didn't know, okay, I didn't know that Ikebukuro was like a red light district. Well, I didn't even know what a red light district was, and I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, interesting. So maybe not Ikebukuro, but I was somewhere nearby. Ikebukuro is probably the one city that I said I wanted to go to because I'm a big fan of the city. But anyways, we'll get to that right now actually. So we had lunch, we just sat down and we had these 2 tastiest ramen, by the way. tastiest ramen I've ever had. It's so savory, and it was only like $5. It's crazy. It was like probably like yeah, it was probably like 900, 800 yen. So it was like $5-6. Delicious. Delicious. It's one of the greatest ramen I've ever had. It's so worth it. And it's such a huge bowl too. I was like, this is not like for the price. It's crazy. It's so good. It's so freaking good. Yes, and anyways, I was doing the slide in front of Zira, and she was like, I can't believe I got bested by a city. But this is Ikebukuro. This is my request when we were making our itinerary. But look at that, chat. This is a random family mart. Look, it's Zenless Zone Zero. Look at that. They just had Zenless Zone Zero like in here. And these are the gacha machines that I was talking about. It's fun. Oh, and this is I think this is correct. This is so fukuru. The word fukuru I think is owl in Japanese, and so they have this like owl statue because it's a play on word, because it's called Ikebukuro, the city. So they have like an owl statue because fukuro is you know. Yeah, ZZZ partnered with Family Mart. Yes, exactly. So, and then this crane machine with ducks in it. I took a picture for Zira. But yeah, this city is everything. So there's an anime that I love. The reason why I suggested this city, there's an anime that I love that like I've watched 7 times at this point. I love that anime so much. It's my favorite anime. It's called Durarara. And Durarara took place in Ikebukuro. And like I thought like, wow, at the time at least when I watched it, I was like, this city is beautiful. Of course, it's like in the show there was a lot of crime happening, so I guess I overlooked that. So I said, but anyways, I suggested going to Ikebukuro because I wanted to see if it looked exactly like the anime, and I kid you not, I fangirled over. So there's an area in Ikebukuro where there is like a bridge, not a bridge, there's a road on top of a road. So it's like kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's a road on top of a road. So there's like a highway on top, and then just still the regular streets on the bottom and stuff. And there was a scene in the anime where one of the characters like drove past this area, and like the main character was looking at them and watching them from that exact street, and I was fangirling so bad. I'm like, oh my god, this is where she did the thing. Oh my god, I was so happy because I'm finally seeing it. And chat, it looks exactly like the anime. It looks exactly like the anime. It's crazy. I'm like, that's insane. And so, and also, oh, this thing. This is a highway right here on top. Okay, this. Okay, let me. So there's a scene in Durarara where one of the characters just like sped past this road right here. You see how there's not a lot of cars, by the way? Just to point that out, there's not a lot of cars in oh, not yet. In here. It's so empty. It's actually so fun. But yeah, I found this vending machine. There's another vending machine, Durarara inspired. We didn't find it. That one vending machine is the one in the anime specifically, because that was the one that one of the characters threw. Like, he's really strong. He threw it at like his enemy in the show, and we couldn't find that freaking vending machine. And we looked it up, like it was, we went on Reddit, bro, and they're like, oh yeah, it's in this street, and we couldn't freaking find the street. I was so upset. I'm like, I want to take a picture of it. But yeah, this is one of them though, which is fun. Also, you see Wanderer in the background and Farina. Who is this? Is this All Hate? I don't remember. Oh, Kinich, I think. Up here. This is, next to this was the gacha anime game store. Blonde dude versus Izaya. Yeah, Shizuo, that's his name. But yeah, there's an anime thing there, but or no, anime gacha game stuff next to it. I actually found an anime or like a gacha game that I wanted to play. You guys should let me know if I should play it. Let me get the name. I don't remember what it's called. Let me see here. That's not it. Oh, 18 Trip Project, I think it's called. I saw it in there and I was like, oh my god, the art for this game is beautiful. So I was like, I wanted to play it. So if you've heard of it, let me know if I should play it. If you haven't heard of it, well, I guess we'll find out together. I might stream it. But it's a gacha game. And I found that in there and I was like, oh, that's pretty fun. So also this city is also pretty fun because there's a park. I'll show you this video again. Oh, oops. I'll show you this video again. Okay, you see that Family Mart? We walked past that and there was like a park in the back of it. Because we bought food there to just snack on, and we sat in the park. And that park has a lot of cosplayers, and I was so scared to walk around because there's just so many cosplayers there. Like legitimately. Like from everything. I saw one from Haikyuu. I saw Kenma in Kuro in Ikebukuro. I saw some Genshin people. There was like a guy, like legitimately he was a horse. He has a horse costume and it looks good. I'm like, these people are so talented. I was so scared. My friend was like, go ask around and see if you can take a picture with them, and I'm like, no. I don't want to. And he taught me how to say like, can I take a picture with you, something with like shashing or something. I didn't remember what the phrase was because I was so scared looking at everyone, but I'm like, oh my god, they're so pretty, they're so cool. I wanna take a picture with them, but I didn't. I was a coward. I chickened out. But yes, I went for this to around my beloved. Ikebukuro was you know how I would describe the feeling of Ikebukuro? It felt like I wouldn't say it felt like home, but there was a thing in front of like this really big billboard, and it was like playing. It was at the time it was like the whatever update for the Notland thing for Genshin was coming out, or maybe it had already came out, and the building was just playing fight scenes or like the trailer or something like that for a fight scene that happened in Genshin Impact. And I was just sitting there and like in front of a bench, and there was like a little store for like dessert in front of to my left, and it was just observing everything and how like the city was like just functioning, and it felt nice. You know those times where you just sit and you kind of like observe everyone and no one's bothering you, it's quiet. Like that's one thing that I kind of really like about Japan. It's very quiet. Like you would not hear a single person like yelling in the background. There's no cars like revving their engines or something like that. Even though there's so many people, like it's a city, you know, there's so many people walking about, but it's so quiet and it's so nice, it's so peaceful. So I was just sitting there, I was eating like this cup with like it had 2 hot dogs in it that's shaped like an octopus, which is so cute, and there's like potato in it and then something else, and I don't remember which one it was, but I was eating that and I was like warming my hand because it was a hot food because it was cold that day. I was like, I would love to live here. I would love to live here. That was actually the decision point. It was when I was sitting in that chair, I was looking at everything and I was like, I haven't seen this entire city, but I feel like if I did, I would freak out. Like, it's so fun. And the rent here is absolutely cheap also. I looked up this thing was Ikebukuro was one of my research when I was looking up prices for cost of living. There was an apartment that's only like what was it? Oh frick. It was like 130,000 or 113,000 yen, which is like $900. And I'm like, that's so good. And it's like a 1-bedroom too. It's not like a studio apartment. I was like, that's nice. I'd live there. And it was like walking distance to this exact spot too. I was like, I would love that. I would love that. I mean, I think Japan has a serious culture issue right now. I mean, isn't everywhere like there's always an issue somewhere. I don't know. As cheap as it is, I know. I mean, but then again, I did realize though when I was in Japan that I feel like it's special then because of the fact that I'm a tourist and I've never been here and I don't live here. And because every single person in there also treated me like a tourist. But I guess it's different when you live there, and then these places wouldn't be as special because I see it every day, right? There's that side also that was like, maybe I don't want to live in Japan because then I fangirl over these places because like I don't go there every time and I don't go here every day, but I see it in media, so which is nice. But again, it probably wouldn't be nice to live in, but you know, it's fine. You know, I that would have been a problem for future me. You know, if I get tired of it, well, it is what it is. But yeah, no, like that I wasn't treated badly over there, so I mean, I didn't think there was anything wrong. I like legitimately just minded my own business and everyone else minded their own business and I was fine. So I didn't see a problem. Yeah, it's fun to look at in passing, but I realized I'd rather stay in the States. That's fair. Yeah, but no, I mean, you know, I've always wanted to live in Japan for at least a year at one point in my life, just to experience what it's like in the culture and also just to get more proficient in the language, right? The best way to learn a language is to be exposed to it on a daily basis, and that was one of my goals. It was like I wanted to live in Japan, I wanted to live in Korea, and I wanted to live in like surprisingly I wanted to go to Russia because I wanted to learn Russian. That was the plan. And then I wanted to go to like Spain because I wanted to learn Spanish. So there's a lot of things, but again, it's different when you're actually there. Yeah. Just kidnap. I have 2 Japanese friends, so they if I mean, I actually, not to like to tell you guys a future plan of ours, but a group of friends of mine and like from IRL friends and stuff, we did say that like we wanted to live in Japan for a bit, or like they wanted to live there personally, but or for a long time, or live there permanently is what I meant to say. But no, I don't know. I was like, maybe I'll join you, but they want to live in the rural area, like the country, and I'm like, no, I want to stay in Tokyo. I want to stay in Tokyo because I'm more familiar with the city, and I like the convenience of going outside and having so many different convenience stores to just buy things from, and like the transportation is crazy, you know. Anyways, this is the Family Mart this is that Family Mart, by the way, that one across the street. It's this, they have a cardboard cutout of Miyabi, or no, not Miyabi, Yanagi, and I was like, I'm surprised no one's taken this yet. She's just there, she's not attached to anything whatsoever. And there was a bunch of like little packets like of snacks. Hey you, now I can be here, I was occupied. No worries. They had a little bit of like packets of like wafer snacks, but it has photo cards in it, and I wanted to buy them so badly, but I don't like the fact that it was gacha, because I'm like, if I was to like there was like there's so many characters already in Zenless right now. So if I had bought one of them, I was like, okay, if this isn't like lighter, and the thing is, it might probably not be lighter because for some reason lighter is not that popular in Japan. Well, I mean, maybe it's because also it's these guys that were getting promoted at the time, so I didn't see lighter on the list of people that could be in the thing, so I was like, you know, I'm not gonna buy it. But you could get stuff like that. There's also a lot of haiku. There's a wall of haiku stuff. But Ikebukuro is nice. It's my favorite city. Oh my god, it's so good. I mean, Japan is so small that I think it takes 1 to 2 days to drive it all the way around. I mean, probably, I don't know. I mean, like, okay, to put that into perspective though, we went from the Oita area, which is down below in Japan, like the third section, like, you know how it's split into sections like 1, 2, and 3. Like the second section is the Osaka Kyoto area. It took us about 8 to 10 hours to get from Oita, which is like not even the bottom part of the island, to Tokyo, to Haneda Airport, in a Shinkansen and in a bullet train. It's kind of huge still, I think, and like Shinkansen, the bullet train's pretty fast. So I'm like, damn, it's still gonna be, yeah. Yes, Yanagi, yes. If you're a Zenless Zone Zero fan, you should go into the Family Mart. I don't know if it's still there, but this is Ikebukuro. Very fun. This is actually, you know what? It's such a hate crime. This is the only place that I saw Zenless Zone Zero, and I wanted to buy Zenless Zone Zero merch so bad, and I couldn't find any. All I saw was Genshin Impact, and I was like, bro, I want Zenless Zone Zero. I mean, the Genshin art was great. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't want to buy some Genshin art. You know, I'm not too big of a fan. I'm not a big enough fan to buy merch for it. So I was like, Yes, I took a lot of photos here. I should have taken a picture. I should have taken more pictures. Every corner of this store was like Zenless. Also, oh my god, crazy talented people. We were walking in the streets, and we were like, yeah, we were literally just like walking in the streets on a random street in Ikebukuro, and somebody drew this with water. That's Ghetto and Gojo, bro. There was other characters also, like somewhere on the other side of the road, and I don't know who they were, so I didn't take a picture of them, but they were so cool. There was 5 of them in total, and I took a picture of these 2 because these are the only ones I recognize, and I was like, oh my god, these are just with water. These are just with water. This is gonna dry up like in a few minutes, and like there would be no evidence of them. I thought it was so freaking cool. I know, right? Leave the rest some talent for the rest of us. Goddamn. Honestly, it's weird that ZZZ is pretty slept on. I know. I really thought ZZZ would have been a bigger game because I've been watching it for so long, and it's they have good concept. The story is great. The characters are great. People are just weird. But anyways, that's the random street art that we saw. Fun. It's so fun. It's so the city is so good. I love it. And it was like, I feel like it's the most alive city I've seen. But it was also the day that we were out the latest. I think we were here till 10. So I also have so much ZZZ leaks, but they're videos and I can't send them because it's too big. Oh my god. Have you seen the Billy concept art? He was going to be a human. No, I didn't. What? Spoilers! I haven't seen anything since I left. Or since I last streamed ZZZ. I haven't touched the game. And also, I haven't seen anything from it. Like, I saw the two other characters that may be released in 1.6. Or the one character, the one with the where her eyes are hidden, and then like Silver Soldier Anbi. I saw that. And then those other stuff. They do look good. I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. You should send it to me. Or you should put it on the Discord. I'll go look at it. But yeah, no. Anyways, this is talent, by the way. That's crazy. Trigger's already coming out. Oh, Polkra. I know Polkra was gonna come out anyway. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, so dinner, great. I think this was dinner. This might have been like something else, but this was delicious. It was so good. So this restaurant was fun because it was one of those restaurants where you order at the door and there's this like machine that takes it for you, and you basically like order and it gives you a receipt, and I guess that order gets sent to the thing, and you get a number right here, 897 whatever. Is what my food was, and then you you get called out. Like it's the wait is so short. It was like a minute or 2 minutes, if that, and you just take that from the thing, and then it's self-serving, so you have to take back the tray once you're done. But everything was clean, very nice. I love this. This is one of my favorite food in Japan, and in fact, I loved it so much I tried to recreate it when I got back. I'm surprised that a lot of people don't know he's referenced to the cowboy. You know, yeah, that's so surprising. In my head, I was like, oh yeah. But yeah. Yeah, this goes so good, by the way. This is a Japanese curry. Very nice. I like it. Day 6. It rained that day. It's very sad. It was raining, so my friend actually just went out. I think he did go to Odaiba by himself. So because he wanted to take pictures. He like legitimately only went to Japan to take that specific photo in Odaiba because he needed it for a project. He needed it for his school. And I was like, okay, I guess. And so he spent that day going out. I can't get rained on because I'm very sensitive to rain. For some reason, if my head gets rained on, I will be sick the next day or that night. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to get sick for the rest of the trip. So I spent that entire day just in the hotel. I actually went downstairs to get food at one of the convenience stores, but that's it. But I didn't leave the hotel at all. And then I forgot to buy an umbrella. So we went downstairs, that day we went out to a barbecue place, and I was like, let's go buy an umbrella. And then the next day I left the umbrella at the hotel. I was so angry. I was like, well, it wasn't raining, but you know, like when we also when we also checked out, I wanted to leave the umbrella in the hotel. And we didn't get to use the hotel a lot. Hello, it's been a while since I saw you. Oh, it's been a while too. How are you, bro? Hi, Cal? Hey, Cal? Yeah, I've seen you around. Hi. You sent it? Okay, I'll take a look at it later. But yeah, no, free day 6. We didn't do any, or I didn't do anything. I was just sat at the hotel. Like, that was the day I talked to my parents and updated them about all the stuff, and I chatted with Zira for a little bit. The next day though, we went to Shibuya. Okay, so Shibuya was one of those cities again that my parents requested. My parents wanted me to go to the Shibuya crossing, which is like one of like a famous crossing in Japan. Too full from celebrating a Chinese New Year. Oh my gosh! Yes, happy Chinese New Year. Yes, celebrate. We don't celebrate Chinese New Year here, unfortunately, but yes. Year of the Snake this year. But yeah, Shibuya was one of those city that my parents what do you call it, requested. There is a dog statue in Shibuya. I didn't take a picture of it and I didn't really understand what the hype was, but when we saw the statue, there was a long line taking a picture with this dog, and I didn't understand why. I'm like, why is everyone taking a picture of this Shibuya statue? There was a meaning behind it. There was a story behind it, and I don't remember what it was. And there was oh frick, I don't remember what the story was. Yeah, it was a dog statue. Yeah, it was a sad story. I heard it was like when it wasn't okay. If I'm not mistaken, it was the dog like was left there like by the owner, and it waited there for like years and years and stuff, and it just got like a statue because it was sad. I do know about it now because I did research of it. My mom, yeah, it waited for its owner like at that exact spot, and so people are taking a picture with it. They told me about it, and I was like, oh frick, I didn't take a picture of it because I thought it was just a random statue. I didn't know what it was, so I was like, okay, well. I know my friend has a photo of it, so I can go ask for it like later, but that's what it was. I really don't remember going to Shinjuku, but we went to Shinjuku, and I don't remember what we did there. Also, Shibuya is funny because my brother also requested that I go to Shibuya because he wanted me to recreate that one scene in Jujutsu Kaisen where Geto and Gojo were like confronting each other when Gojo was like, or when Geto was spoilers? Who hasn't seen Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, when they were confronting each other by like a KFC or something, he wanted me to recreate that like scene like in that spot, and we couldn't find that spot. It's crazy. Yes, I don't remember this day as much as I'd like, but yes, this is me crossing Shibuya. There's a sign right there, Shibuya crossing. Yes. You know what's funny? Is I took a video of this when we're just walking, and can I just say the video felt a lot longer than when I was there. From here, it looks like it's a really big crossing. It's really not. Like streets in Japan aren't that like wide, so like it looked a lot shorter to me when we were there, and I was like, is this the right crossing? But I was like, wait a minute, this is the right crossing because this says Shibuya crossing right there on the billboard. Like, this has to be the right one. So like me being like uncertain whether this is the crossing, I just took a video of it because I wasn't sure. Shibuya crossing just have too many people. Is that what it is? Yeah, so we were crossing it because my mom was like, you have to take a video of you crossing Shibuya. That's the thing that like you have to do that. So I took a video of it and I sent it to her, and I was like, Shibuya crossing ? And so this is what it looks like. It looks pretty, it's fun. Like, it looks pretty big. And like it's like you just walk across and stuff like that, which was very fun. It's not, yeah, it's just a crossing, you know. The Kia sign? Yeah, the Kia sign in the background, it's funny. Oh my god, I am trying to pause the video. Yeah. Yeah, is that what the thing is? Okay. So yeah, anyways, this is Shibuya crossing. I did cross the right street. So this whole thing is fun. I don't remember walking in this area in Shibuya, but it was fun to see like everything. There's this one store that I was like, I swear I've seen this store like in every corner. It's called like Pronto, and it's like a pasta place, and I was like I could have sworn I saw this like on the street on the other side. Did you visit anime spot? I did visit some anime spot. Yeah, in Ikebukuro. Like we went all over Ikebukuro to visit some anime spots. I don't know much in Shibuya. I know, like, again, I'm gonna mention this. My brother wanted me to go to that one spot that Jujutsu Kaisen took place in, and I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. We didn't find it. We went to Shinjuku too, which is, I know for a fact that Shinjuku showed up in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't think it's animated yet. Or maybe it is. Is that where the final battle took place? I don't remember in the anime. I don't know, but we did go to Shinjuku also, and we went to... Yes, there's some spot in here. It's a whole thing though. Yes, this is the photo that I took of Shibuya. It's honestly a lot prettier at nighttime because of all these cities and stuff like that. Or the lights and stuff. But again, this is in the morning, so the lights aren't all on and stuff. But I would have loved to see it in what do you call it? Love to see it here. Also, another thing, Shibuya is very interesting in that there is a lot of Western stores. Like, also, by the way, minecart. What did you call it? Go-kart photo right here. The tourist in go-karts. But yeah, there's a lot of Western stores here. Like, there is like an Adidas, there's a Nike, just like randomly on the side of the road. I'm like, this is where the outlets are. Like, I'm surprised there are not snow happening. Feels like spring rather than winter. Yeah, there wasn't any snow at least. Is my mouse drifting right now? There wasn't a lot of snow in Tokyo. There was snow down south though. When we went down south to not Kyoto. There wasn't any snow in Kyoto. On our way to Beppu, there was quite a bit of snow, but not in Beppu itself. Oh, naruhodo. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stores here. We didn't do anything but walk around. We actually, this road right here, in this specific image in the middle, we just walked along this road until we got to a park, and the park is huge. I don't know what it's called. I was trying to look it up on my map, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. I was like, where is this? Where is this? So we just walked around here and we found a park, and actually I sat by a bench, and I didn't take a photo of this because I was just like enjoying nature in the middle of the city, which is weird. No, also, by the way, I thought those bird chirpings in the train stations were actual birds, but apparently the chirping of birds, when you hear it in the train station, it means that's the exit. So you should follow that. So when we went over to the park, and it's just like full, like legit, just a whole forest of, there's like a paved path, of course, for like runners and bikers if they wanted to, and there's like a stall for water, like some snacks that you can like buy stuff to, and a lot of benches that you can sit on. And there's an area even for like in the middle where you just have like a bunch of dogs like running around and stuff. I sat in front of the bench for like the dog area, and one of the freaking dog was barking at me. This dog legitimately was just like, what are you doing here, bro? Bark, 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 bark. And I was like, oh my god. Hey, bro. Hello. It's barking at me. I was talking to my parents at the time because I was on FaceTime with them, so I didn't get to take a video of this dog barking at me, but he was just barking at me. I'm like, what are you barking at me for? I'm just sitting here. But yeah, no, that was fun. And then you hear the chirping of the thing again, so the birds, and I was like, aha, I know that's not a real bird, that's the exit. So if you hear chirping in like a huge place, a public place in Japan, just know that that's the exit. The birds are probably a spiritual culture thing. There's probably a reason to it, but yeah, you hear that a lot in train stations. So if you're in a busy like train station, like Shinagawa station in Japan, in Tokyo specifically, that station is so freaking busy. Like legitimately, there's many floors to it, and it's just like people line after line after line. Like it's crazy. You're butt cheek to butt cheek. It's so busy. Like all the time. Like you're standing in a train station and like you have no room to breathe. Like legit. It's so crowded. But I heard that was the first time I heard the that's not the first time. Like that was like when I thought it was like, you know, maybe that isn't a real bird. Like the chirping of the thing. But yeah, no, it's the exit. Oh, I don't know where this was. We were walking at the park, around the park, and we went to the other side of the park to exit there, and we walked for about 20 minutes on the side of the road, and it's not even that far. I feel like it didn't feel like that part like it's that far at all, but we stumbled upon this area, and I'm like, where is this? Again, I wasn't supposed to be on the phone or like calling anyone at all, because we were in line to pay respects. But yeah, I took a photo of it, and then that's the thing is, there's like a lot of people standing around here. Apparently there was like a politician that was supposed to show up at some point, but we didn't know what time, so we were like, well, we have places to go, so should we go or should we wait? And then we're like, you know what, never mind, let's not. We just walked around here. We paid respects and then left like 15 minutes later, and the walk out of this shrine is so far. This is in the middle of like a forested area, and I'm like, how come this huge area is so green and nice in the middle of this city? I'm like, that's so cool. That is so I was so amazed. And everything is green, nothing looks dead. I mean, it's probably the season also, right? Nothing looks dead, everything looks clean, and everything and like there was no trash everywhere. There's a lot of like vending machines though. There's a lot of vending machines on the way and on the way out also. On the way in and on the way out. This is the entrance right here. But we entered through the side. We entered through the left side, and we exited to the right side because you can't, for some reason, you're not allowed to exit here. I don't know what the reason is. But yeah, we just walked around. And I think we went to Shinjuku, but I don't remember. I was like, yeah, is this Shinjuku? I don't remember. I don't know what that says. I think that says Shinjuku. This is like a video of a cat on the thing. It's so much better in real life. Phone quality destroyed it a little. That was so cool. Yeah, that says Shinjuku, right? I think that says Shinjuku. I think we were in Shinjuku. We didn't do much here. We just walked around. Say that's Meiji Jingu? A Shinto shrine in Shibuya. Okay, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Maybe it is that. Yeah, it is that. That sounds familiar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's probably it. Yeah. This is a pretty big area too, and it's really protected. So I was like, oh, very fun, very fun. But yeah, no. So we took the train after that. Walked out, took the train to, Shinjuku. I think. I think Shinjuku is literally like right like the other station after Shibuya. So it wasn't that far. So we got off the station. We just walked around again. There was this guy by the station, and I guess he was from the TV, and he was so excited. He was like jumping around with like a really colorful outfit, and there's a two camera person in front of him, and I was like, I guess that's normal in the city, right? So I was like, oh frick, maybe we shouldn't walk anywhere near it. But I'm like, the road's kind of small, so I guess we have no choice but to walk past him. So we were just walking around here. I don't remember this area as much. This is one of the days I literally don't remember as much, but I should have. Also, my mom saw that third cat and she believed it. Did she? Oh yeah. Yeah, and then after that, we went to Asakusa. We walked around here. I don't remember if we entered any stores or we're just like walking around. But yeah, we went to Asakusa. This is one of the temple in Asakusa. I don't remember what temple this is called. This is one of the big one. I think this is like legitimately what people go for when they go to Asakusa. There is a space like in here where it's just stores and stores of like a bunch of like souvenir stuff, snacks, and like what am I thinking about? Like New Year's things. So everything was like Year of the Dragon theme, and yeah, I didn't go inside though of this shrine. I just went outside and we were just kind of like taking photos because I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk around. Also, this is one of the day actually that I was left alone by myself for quite some time until we needed to go to eat. Oh, I got a funny story, guys. So we were walking around in Asakusa, and I was like shopping, like legitimately. There was a store I wandered into, and like my friend was taking photos everywhere because it's beautiful. By the way, Asakusa is beautiful. We got hungry at the end, and there is a store right to the right of this entrance. This is an entrance. I didn't get a good photo of it, but there's a store here, and it's like a Kobe meat place. And if you know anything about like meats and expensive beefs and stuff, that's probably up there in the expensive category. And we didn't know that at the time. We just thought it was like, because we saw like meat sushi, because you know, like sushi in Japan is primarily seafood, and we didn't know at the time that this place was like one of those expensive one. We just saw the meat sushi, like a beef sushi, and we thought it looked good. Senso, yeah, that sounds also familiar. Senso-ji, yes, correct. I think that's it. That sounds familiar also. And so we walked in there, and we were like the only one there, which should have been a telling sign that we walked into something that probably is not like so like every day thing. Like it's not an everyday food that you eat. We walked in there. We got led up by two different person in like this chef outfit. And their uniforms are also like pristine and clean. They have a hat, whatever. And we got led to a room like when we were the only one there. We were the only one in that room. And I felt, I'm like, oh my God, what did we just walk into? Yeah. It's a big sign. Exactly. It's a big sign. If no one, there's not a lot of photos in there, no one's buying it and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna commit because we already asked for a table. And so we sat down and we waited about like 10 minutes until the guy came in and gave us like the essentials. He gave us like chopsticks. He gave us like a wet towel to wipe our hands to, and it's a literal towel. It's not like those tissues. It's a literal towel. And he gave us a menu. And we thought that we could get the set instead of like the actual beef because we were looking at it and I was like, whoa, those are like $200 type meat, you know? That's really expensive. So we're looking at it and we're like, oh, what did we get into? But apparently you have to pick a meat amongst all the meat that they have, and you add the course to it. We thought we were just gonna get the course, just that's it, which is only like $38 and stuff, which is still a lot of money. But yes, exactly, it's still a lot of money. So we were like, uh-oh, like, and then the guy explained, like, it's like, no, you get one of the beef Pete stuff. Hello, Void, welcome. You get one of the beef and then you go and like get the course that you want. It's like a 3-course meal, a 2-course meal, or a 5-course meal. So we just picked the 2nd course meal. So we both each got our own individual meat, Kobe beef meat, and then got the 2nd course, which had the 5-plate course. Oh no, 3, I think. And this was one of the most amazing beef I've ever tasted, though. He brought out like an appetizer, and I didn't know that cold beef specifically, could taste so good. But he brought this out, and it was served in this little tiny plate, and it's like the perfect proportion for like a 1-bite thing. And he served it with like some vegetables, and he served it with like some mashed potatoes or something, and you just take a bite out of it and it's cold, and I'm like, this is delicious. Like, why is this cold beef delicious? And so we just ate it, and this guy had like he's in front of like the grill, right? Because he cooks it in front of you. And like everything is so meticulously done. Like, he was so disciplined. The way he hands you things is so like proper. Like, I mean everyone in Japan has like really very like refined like manner when it comes to handing you things, but this specifically stood out to me as an experience because even the way he cuts the meat and like he like grills the thing is so careful and graceful that I couldn't look away even as he was putting the meat in front of me. And also delicious, by the way. There was 2 types of meat that we got. The other one was the less expensive one, and the other one was the more expensive one. And I can tell I can tell which one is the more expensive one based on the taste, because it's just a lot tastier in general. The other one's a lot more lean, so it doesn't have a lot of like fat or flavor. And then another thing that I learned, that in every single meal, at least for like whatever, like barbecues and stuff, something you eat with rice, it has they kind of serve it to you with squash. So anyways, we kind of like did our thing. They serve us our course meal, which is like, it's expensive, but it's an experience and we're gonna commit to it. It was delicious though, so I was like, it's kind of worth it. We're in Japan. It doesn't hurt to spend a little, so we finished our meal, which was delicious. It ended up being $450 which I paid for. No, I didn't pay for all of them. I paid $300, and then my friend paid 150-ish, I think. So I was like, okay, just we experienced it, right? It's like I've never had it, so I might as well. So I thought it was worth it just because. But at the time, I was like sweating balls. I was like, it was so expensive. Yeah. Did you get asked by any wizards to join them in an adventure to save Japan? No, I did not. Did I wish? Yeah. Restaurant, but it's still $200 for. I know. Yeah. But no, it was a whole thing. But it was fun. It was an experience. So, yes, that's it. And then we proceeded to accidentally walk into a Kobe beef place. $400 down the drain. All right. So, I can technically get through the rest of our trip in like 10 minutes because it wasn't all that much after this. Oh, actually, no. Well, the USJ was pretty like fun. But I am running out of time because I have work at 7:30 tomorrow, everyone, and I am carless today at the moment. So I'm gonna walk. I'm going to walk to work, which is 40 minutes walk from my house tomorrow. So I have to wake up early. So I can cut this off here, or I can briefly tell you guys what we did in the other 8 days. What happened to the wheelie? What wheelie? We had a wheelie? But yeah, anyways, also my first time riding a Shinkansen was the bullet train was going to Osaka, which was fun. It was so fast. We were there for like 2 hours and we're already in Osaka, and I was like, oh my god, it's crazy. The car? What car? If you can summarize it, then go ahead. Yeah, so okay, day 8 we went to USJ. USJ was like USJ half day. We just checked it out. We didn't ride any rides. And then the day 9 we actually did go to USJ, which is like very fun. It's the same as the one in Hollywood, which I've been to multiple times. It's smaller than the one in Hollywood, but it's the same experience. Very fun, very nice. The food is on a different level though. It's so much better than the one in Hollywood. Overpriced still, but it's fine. It's Universal Studios. It's fun, and everyone there is so nice. Everyone's smiling and waving and commenting on your stuff. Like, oh, I love that bag, I love that thing. If it's something that you bought in the store, they'll comment on it, and everyone's smiling and waving, even if you can't see them. Like manners, it's so great. It's so fun. Waterworld was fun. There was a show. I don't know if you've ever been to Waterworld. There was a show where it's just like a pirate theme thing where there's just a bunch of people in the water, and it was so freaking cold. $40 for the hot dog. No, the hot dog was pretty cheap actually. It was like $5. It wasn't bad. Like, I meant like the dinner and stuff. It was a lot more expensive than what we used to have in just like our hotels and all that stuff, or like elsewhere, but it's still pretty cheap in like comparison to the rest of the other Universal. Merch is still expensive. It's like $40 each, so I mean it's merch. So okay, and then day 10 we went to Kyoto. This is our Kyoto run. We went to Kiyomizu-deru Temple. This is one of the things I wanted to go to, and you'll see it. later, but we went to Kyoto Tower first. This is in Kyoto, so imagine we were in Osaka for 2 days, and then we drove all the way up because we passed Tokyo on our way to Osaka. We drove all the way up to Kyoto and visited the place. So this is another tower that we went to. There's apparently like 7, 8 towers in, or was it 9 or something? 9 towers in Japan altogether, and we went to 3 of them already. So this is one of them. It's not bad. It's more like a valley thing, Kyoto. It's like there's city, but there's also mountains in the background. This is kind of like similar to where I live now. It's like a city. You'll see a city and stuff, but if you're in a high place, you'll see a lot of the mountains and stuff. This is very fun. This is the temple. It's beautiful. This is on the way up here. This is one of those temples that is it's very hard to get to, because it's in the mountains, and also the climb to this city, or to this temple, is uphill, everyone. It's uphill. It's very steep and stuff. And actually there's 2 ways you can go to it. The one we went to was on the side of the temple, which is where the gravestones were, so I couldn't take pictures or videos, or even show it to you, because I didn't do it. I didn't take a photo. But I was like going crazy because it was so steep. I was so tired. I was saying hi to the gravestone. I was like, hello sir, sorry, excuse me, walking through, don't mind me, hello, it's nice to meet you. I was like looking left and right because there's so many of them. But this area is probably one of those areas in Kyoto that is preserved. Like, it's the one that just looks very traditional. It's very fun. This is like the entrance and stuff. Everyone here was like, not everyone, like a lot of people here was wearing a lot of kimonos. This is the place to wear them, I guess. Like, if you wanted to try out kimonos, this is where you get it. So that's what it looks like. See, a lot of these people are wearing kimonos down here. And then there's another girl here wearing a kimono. Yeah, it's just a very traditional looking thing. I know you've seen this before. Are you that tired that you're halfway to heaven and started to see the dead? Oh, dude, I was so tired. I was like wearing one of my more comfortable shoes too, and I was having a hard time. Yeah, Zero did. Yeah, so it was very fun. Look, so another kimono wearing person. This is like a little garden, and at the top that was very tranquil and nice, and it was like midday too. Oh, no. I think this is closer to lunch time, maybe. But there was a hike up here. So you hike up here, and if you walk past this area, this is like the main attraction. This is the photo. This is the picture. If you see any photos with this place, it's this one right here in the bottom. What do you call it? After that, it was like legitimately a hike in nature. You see a bunch of like other structures like these. Not this specifically, but there's multiple ones of these and up there that you can take a picture of. And it's just, yeah, walking around in nature and stuff. There was a really nice photo in one of the souvenir shops where it's this exact angle, but the trees were pink because it was cherry blossom season. It's not yet, so it was in winter, so nothing's blooming yet. So I was like, no, but it's fine, you know. I was there. I can say I went. Yeah, but this is a steep walk. This is one of the this is a pretty famous spot, I think. That if you've ever seen Kyoto on the internet, you'll see this. I bought a lot of stuff here, like a bunch of shirts, and the people here are nice, and they speak English too, because there's a lot of tourists here. But yeah, this is just a walk down it. We actually walked down the street because we walked to the left of this. that's where the graves are. And we didn't walk through the entrance, but it was fun. It was a fun climb down too. We bought ice cream also in this cold weather. Actually, it wasn't cold that day because there was a lot of people, I guess. So oh, and then this is one of my favorite spots. We went to Arashiyama later that day. And okay, let me tell you something. These bamboo forest. So this the Arashiyama area is pretty like preserved also. As like it looks very traditional, all that stuff. Also, by the way, sorry, bad photos. This is a lot prettier in real life. The photo is not capturing how green this area is. It's beautiful. I also took only 2 photos, and there's an area in here that looks so beautiful. I couldn't take a really clear photo of it because the phone doesn't do it justice. I took like a photo of it and I reviewed it afterwards when we got back to the hotel, and I was like, it's so bad. It looks so bad, but it was like, you know, this like there was snow here. There was snow here. It wasn't cold, but there was snow here. It was like an abandoned train station. Literally, a station's not functioning anymore. The trains don't stop there anymore, and it was just like it's a top view of it, and it was like covered with snow, and it's in the middle of the forest, and you see the train tracks covered in snow also, and you see the roof of the waiting area for the train, and then the floor is covered with snow also, and there's like 1 or 2 lamps in there to kind of light it up, but it's in the middle of the bamboo forest, and it looks so beautiful, and I was like, oh man, I can't, this photo doesn't do it justice. So I don't have a good photo of it. I know my friend may have a good photo of it, so I might ask for it, and if I remember, I'll show it to you guys in the future. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just took it in, and like, let me turn the audio on for you guys, but look how nice. It was windy that day, so the it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful. I want to go back. I want to go back. So that was one of my favorite places. So we just walked in there, and there was actually at the end of this thing, there was an uphill area that you go to, and at the end of it there was a garden, but the garden was closed, so we couldn't go in it, so we walked back. And there's a little area in here that you can go to walk inside the forest, because this is technically like a sidewalk made for it, but there's another area in there that doesn't have much of a walking path. You just walk through. And here's the thing, chat. I committed a crime. And I committed a crime when we were here. Because it says in front of the thing that says don't touch the bamboo. Chat, I firmly grasped a bamboo. And I have a photo. I have a photo of me looking so guilty. Just like holding a bamboo. And then we were having a conversation, which was one of the funny conversation we had. We were like, I wonder if they'll stop us if we take one of these bamboo home. These are so nice, you know, like I want to have a bamboo in my house. I'm calling the cops. No, don't call the cops. But what do you call it? Yeah, anyways, like we were like, they won't know, right? They're not gonna check the bags if we take a bamboo home. But yeah, no, that was fun. This is a fun hike. This is a fun hike. Hello, Buko. Happy New Year's. Yes. Yes, happy New Year's, happy New Year's. Anyways, just fun walk. I didn't take a lot of photos because it was like very nature. I was trying to enjoy everything. You know, just being around all of these bamboos was nice. And yeah, we actually took a scenic route. We took a taxi here, and we took the scenic route, and it was so beautiful. I don't remember where the videos went. I could have sworn I took a video, but I couldn't find it. I was like, where did I put this video? It was fun. It was very fun. Yeah. And then we left after that. We went to Nakatsu to I don't remember what we did in Nakatsu actually. I legitimately don't remember what was in Nakatsu. We stopped over at Kokura, which is like, it's not a continuous train, so we had to stop over at Kokura and then go to Nakatsu. Yeah, we were only here for a day, and I don't even remember what we did. Yeah, I don't remember what we did that day, and I don't have photos of it. I've lost it. I've freaking lost it. And so I don't have anything for this day. I don't remember what it was. I remember eating at like a very cheap very cheap like Italian restaurant. It was like called Senseria or something like that. Yeah, I legit. I was going into autopilot with the amount of times we have to take like the transport because it's so long, and I get so sleepy and tired. I don't remember anything. And so we went, and then anyways, we didn't do much there for that day, and then we went to Beppu after. The plan was we were gonna go directly to Beppu and then drive back to Nakatsu, but it's like a whole hour in between, so we didn't want to bother. So this is in Beppu Tower. This is the 4th tower we went into, so that was 4 out of 9, I believe. This was nice. Oh, we went to the nicest hotel, everyone. It's called the Grand Rio Palace or something in Beppu. If you ever look it up, one of the best hotel I've ever like been to. The outside area is kind of like a resort. That hotel in Beppu is like, it has hot springs. It has an onsen inside, and so when you walk into the thing, you sign in, you see the ocean literally out on the other side of the check-in area. And then when you get to the area with the elevator all the way up to our rooms, you have to go and what do you call it? You have to go and take the clothes that they provide for you. So they provided you some, like, it's not kimonos, I think, but they look like it. It's a very traditional looking, like, oh no, it looks very modern, but they have like dress codes. So whenever you want to go to the onsen, you have to wear this 2 pieces of clothing before you can even go in there. If you don't have it, you can't go. And you also have to have a card with you to go in there. But it's very beautiful in there. So it's separated by gender, if I'm not mistaken. Or sex. Sorry, it's separated by sex. So there's a female and the male area. For the onsen, because you're not allowed to mix and match. It's not co-ed, you know, because when you go to an onsen, traditionally you take off all of your clothes. I actually didn't go to the onsen. I'm not a big bath type person, but Beppu is known for its hot springs, so the heat of the onsen and stuff is I think from the hot springs, so it's very special. People go there just for it. So we went and got no co-ed. I mean, yeah, I got you. Some onsens got mixed ones, so I mean that's for sure. But I feel like it'll be like the rule is that you have to be fully cloth, or something. Yeah. But anyways, it was very fun, and then the view from the hotel is fantastic. You see this? This is not even it. This is the view from the Beppu Tower. Our hotel is way into the mountain-ish, but it's next to the water, and you just see ocean. It's beautiful. Yeah, of course. But yeah, no, I forgot to take a picture of the actual tower, but this is one of the place. I thought this was like a snowboarding thing, and I was like, oh my god, if there was snow here right now, I would go snowboarding so hard. I would have gone. You know, I didn't take a lot of photos in the aquarium because it's just a regular aquarium. Honestly, there was nothing special about it. It was just in the middle of Beppu. We just wanted to visit it. So there was not much here to talk about. Nothing that memorable other than there was a show that we watched, and there was like seal that was like large. Sea lion, seal? I don't know the difference. And they were just like... They were just... what you call it? Yeah, they were just showing a show. And then also if you see this is me right here. I'm so tiny. This is a huge tank. But yeah, so this is this is one of the best thing. The reason why I feel like this is the best hotel I've ever been to in my life. There's this thing. And you see these things right here? This is a burner, and there's a thing here on the bottom that you light with a lighter, and it burns. And this is a broth, and you put this food right here in the broth and to cook it and stuff, so it'll become soup basically. And you cook that in your table, and this is a appetizer, and these are like sushi. Or not sushi, sorry, sashimi, I guess. And stuff. I actually couldn't eat the tuna right here because I'm allergic, so I can't eat tuna, but I ate everything else. And everything is delicious. Like, it doesn't taste fishy, it doesn't taste whatever. Everything is fantastic. This came with it. This here is a steamer. And you light it up also. It kind of works the same as this. And you put the meat, you just leave the meat in there, and that meat is delicious also. This comes with the hotel accommodation. I gotta tell you right now though, the hotel, this is the most expensive hotel that we went to. And basically this hotel was, for two of us, it was $2,000. So it was $1,000 per person. But it's like it's a resort, so people go here for this specific place. So it's very expensive. They have a buffet though, so it's like this place. They leave this in at your table, and there's also a buffet. So there's a lot of food. It was very nice. Yes, 1K. But yes, good night, Minga. Good night. Yes. It's very nice. I know. It's like the amount of money that we spent in this hotel for this hotel is not justified for how expensive it is. But the hotel is really nice. Goal met? Goal met what? Did we meet a goal? What goal did we meet? The like goal? Already? Oh my god, no way. Damn, that's crazy. It only says 54 on my end, but damn. Goal? Yeah. But yeah, no, food so good. Fancy hotel food. Hello, who's that? Yes, I am back. Alright. So, It says 42 for you. That's so funny. To return to Japan. All right. Oh, it just loaded in. Yes, it does say 61. All right, let's get that new one. I mean, chat, I will go back to Japan if you guys help me get back to Japan. It's not a cheap trip, guys. I gotta tell you how much it'll cost. Like, it costed me. It costed, yeah, everyone. When we went, or when we were budgeting. So, yeah, I'll tell you later. Anyways, day 13, fancy breakfast, very nice. My favorite breakfast ever. This egg is delicious. This is curry right here. This is tofu, which is delicious. I added a little bit of garlic and stuff. This is from the buffet. Oh, it's so nice. It's so good. I'm gonna send her back. Yeah. This is one of the hot springs. Okay, I'm just gonna go past these because, I mean, hot springs are hot springs. You're not allowed to touch these. These are very hot. These are nearing, like not nearing, it's like over 100 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Celsius. It's hot. It's very hot. You can't touch these. But yeah. Hot spring number 1. Well, not number 1. There's a lot of them. Yeah, it's so steamy there that you actually can't even see some of the water, like the color of the water. And then the reason why, by the way, is the reason why they're different colors is because of the mineral or something like that, or some element. Oh, yeah, there's. Oh, and then this sprouting thing, it happens only every hour and stuff, for like 10 minutes, and you have to wait for it. We happen to have caught it in the middle of it sprouting like that. And then this, you can't even see the water. Like, this hot spring was so hot that you can't see the water and what color it is. But yeah, there was an orange. There's an orange hot spring. There was a few clear ones. This one is like lower temperature one. But look at that. It's so. These two are the same. That's a different one. But these two, I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't see this at all when I was taking a picture of it. I had to wait for the fog to clear up a little bit to be able to take a picture of the hot springs. Oh, and also there was like a mini thing, and I took a video of this fish. Oh, and yeah, that's a pile of crocodiles, by the way. I don't know if you can see that. That is a pile of crocodiles in a hot. This is a hot spring too. Look, there's so many of them. I'll upload an HD version of this on Discord. You guys gotta remind me though, because that's crazy. Swamp dogs, exactly. Yes, there's this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one's blue. This one wasn't as hot as the other ones. Blue hot spring. It's beautiful. It's actually this color in real life, by the way. I know, like, it's probably getting brightened up by my phone color correction, but it is actually this blue. It's beautiful. Yeah, hot spring. I thought videos for the hot springs would be a lot better to show you guys, because, like, you know, that could just be a body of water. Like, yeah, look at that. Look how beautifully blue that water is. That is how blue the water is. That's not a reflection of anything. There's something in the water. There's an element or something that's mixed with the water that's making it blue. And I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I didn't read about it. But yeah, this one wasn't as hot as the other ones. This one also isn't as hot. This one is not. This is a man-made lake, I think. So this isn't real. But they have that here. And there's like a temple there's a shrine right here. If you can see this red dot. Here, there's a bunch of gates. Like torii gates. Here. You're not supposed to take a photo with it since it's you offer, it's an offering, it's a shrine. You to offer things to it, so I didn't take a photo there. But we went there. We walked around. This place is nice. Yeah. Look how peaceful it is. Yeah, this was a red one, and I was like, this must have high concentration of whatever element that is, which is fun. Oh, and then there was like an indoor like garden and stuff. I took a bunch of photos for inspirational, like for painting and stuff, and I thought these were cool. And also this guy, thick roots. It looked like a butt, so I took a photo of it. So yeah, there's a picture of this flower, and this one was like very nice. This one specifically, oh, it was very nice. These two is okay. There's people in the background, so I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. But this was a fun trip in there. It was very quiet, very peaceful. So, oh, and then this so you see this blue one? I couldn't see the water in here when I was like taking a video of this. Who would that plant remind you? No, nope. Trick question. Yeah. But this looks like milk, by the way. I don't know what's in there here, but this is white. This isn't milk. This isn't like the reflection of whatever. This is actually white. It's funny. It's fun. Yeah, look at that. I don't think this one was as hot. I don't remember if this one was as hot. Yeah, that was fun. Somebody lost their ticket right here. Which was funny. I was gonna zoom into it earlier, or when we went, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then we went to Yufuin. Yufuin didn't really have a lot, but we did have to take a train over there. Or no, not a train. There's not a lot of train in Beppu. We had to take a bus over there. So the bus took us to like an area. It's like a very, I guess it's like one of those like preserved area also. It's not the most traditional, but it has some traditional like Japanese houses and stuff like that. There's a huge gate and stuff, but it's just a sightseeing thing. And also the fact that like, okay, Japan closes very early. Japan closes when the sun goes down, and we went there pretty late, and they were already closing a lot of the stores, so there wasn't a lot of things to do anyway. So we just like walked around and like bought stuff there. So I didn't take a lot of photos, or I didn't take any photos whatsoever. But yeah, after the hot springs we did that, and then day 14 we went back to Tokyo and we went shopping. That's when we went back to Akihabara. We went to Odaiba. Actually, we didn't yeah, I don't know, there was not much that we did once we went back to Tokyo, but the Odaiba you should go to if you're into like big areas, because that place is huge. There's a freaking Statue of Liberty in there if you ever want to look it up. Odaiba. Yeah, I didn't take a photo of it, so let me go and take you guys to Google Maps. I don't know where we were, but this is where the monorail was. And I remember going in here and I was like, oh my god, this place is huge. This is the Rainbow Bridge was here also. I don't know if you guys know about the Rainbow Bridge. But look at it. We were on the other side of it. We were over here. On that side of the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know where the thing is here, but you can see the rest of the city from where we were. And there's a huge mall in here I felt like it's like the most western mall I've ever seen. It's huge. But yeah, there's a Statue of Liberty here. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's nice. This isn't my photos, by the way. Oh, that's not Odaiba at all. Yeah, there's a Statue of Liberty right here. Very nice. You know, I didn't take a photo in here just because. But that does conclude my trip. The rest of it was just like we were going places, and we were revisit. Once we got back to Tokyo, that's when I stopped taking photos, and I was like legitimately just walking around and what do you call it? Experiencing the place again for the last time, and then we had to go back the next few days after that. So that's fun. That's very fun. One of the things that I experienced too, though, was that. So for maybe all of you know this, but for some of you who don't, I am also Asian. So when I was there, I was wearing my mask a lot because I get sick all the time. So I was like, you know, the mask will kind of protect me a little bit from sickness, because I don't know, you know, I'm new to the environment. I've never been here, so I wanted to be more cautious. And so when I was walking around, I was with my mask. People would walk up to me, or not people, but like we would be in line, and people would talk to me and like, oh, is this going to whatever? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I don't speak Japanese. And they were just speaking Japanese to me. I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to speak Japanese. I'm not Japanese at all. But I guess I look Japanese enough that when I'm wearing my mask, people don't realize that I'm a foreigner. So I'm like, oh. That's a thing, isn't it? Okay, I guess. But yeah, no, that was one of the experiences that I had, which I had to tell you guys, because if you're ever wondering. But no, Japan's very fun. If you guys ever wanna like go to Japan, I do recommend it. I do like what time we went. I'm into the cold weather, so I like the fact that we went there when it was cold still. You're too Asian, bruh. So it was like the average temperature over there in Japan is like freezing, 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like oh my god, it's very cold and it's windy. And because it's in the city, especially in Tokyo, because it's in the city, you're like, when you walk around like the place, there is a lot of shade. And because there's a lot of shade, or there's a lot of buildings, you kind of get the wind from, like, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, it tends to be windy when you're next to like tall buildings. So that's that. Like, it's very windy, and it's cold too, so you have to like deal with both, which is, I mean, honestly, I loved it. I love every minute of it. I love the cold weather though. So I was telling my mom about it, and she was like, oh, I'd hate it over there because she doesn't like the cold. And I was like, I love the cold, my gosh, it's so fun. Like, that's the best part. That was the best part, honestly, the weather. But no, I had fun. Our hotels were pretty expensive in some places, but honestly, the one we had in Tokyo was really, really nice. I enjoyed it. Just like walking around that area, because it's like pretty quiet in that it's not in the heart of the city, so it's not loud, you know. Well, not that Tokyo is loud at all, but like you're still in Tokyo and everything is still like train rides away. So and like everything is like walking distance, and there's a like a river that's you can see things on. So I was like, man, I would live here. But I realized, I was like, halfway through that, I was like, I don't think I would, given the chance. I mean, I would if somebody was to be like, for experience, to like learn the language and stuff like that. But I wanted I wanted the place to be special, so I'm debating on it, you know? It is cheap as it is, you know? So, yeah, I was gonna be like, I can probably live in Japan if I was gonna take like one like model commission. Like the models that I make can get up to like $900, even a little like more expensive than that if it takes me a little longer. But I was like, if I was to take commissions and I'm in the USD like USD pay rate, I could live in Japan like no problem. So, but if you're ever gonna visit Japan and you're into anime, or if you're going to Japan just for anime, I would suggest going to Akihabara. Ikebukuro too. Ikebukuro, Akihabara, very fun. That city, oh, I can't get it out of my head, chat. Ikebukuro lives in my head rent free. It's so fun. I love that city so much. I want to go back. I want to go back just for Ikebukuro. Yeah, anyways. Let me do this one thing and then I'm gonna call it a night. But I hope you guys enjoyed me telling you guys a story about Japan. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to talk about New Year's and New Year's resolution stuff today. But tomorrow, if you guys want, we can go and do that. I know on Sunday we can also do that. I want Zero to be there because I wanted to exchange letters with her, because last year we wrote a letter to each other, to ourselves and to each other, and I wanted to give that to her on stream so we can read it out or something like that. I'll be waiting for Evelyn. Yes, Evelyn pulls. So you already pulled for Astra then, yeah? Yeah, so the thing is, if you already did, then I don't think I'm gonna do any more polls for viewers. Then I'm probably gonna pull for myself for when I stream it next, and then for Evelyn we can stream that. We can stream you pulling for Evelyn for that one. So yes. Yes, there is a letter. But yeah, no. Let me do this one thing, because I have been gone for a long time. I figured you guys, this is a nice thing to do right now. It'll be fun. I'll gift you 5 today and 5 when we next come back, okay? I do have to talk to a few people like sometime this week, so if you get a DM from me, just know it's because of that, okay? Yes, welcome in new members from that gifted. I will gift 5 more the next time I stream, which is either gonna be tomorrow or Thursday. I'm not sure yet, but we're probably gonna do ZZZ. Why not, right? Let's go. All right, other than that, thank you. Why did it only hit 3 people? That's weird. Did it only hit 3 people? That's funny. It's 5. Yes, ZZZ. I've missed so much. So glitch, yeah, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. But yeah, I'll let you guys know, and I'll post a waiting room for it. If I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm most likely gonna stream tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna be able to stream on Thursday since I have closing shift on Thursday and I have to walk back home because my parents are traveling. Oh, before I go, I do gotta talk about traveling. So I may be gone tomorrow's Thursday. No, I meant, well, this stream started on Tuesday. Yeah, bro. You got it, bro. So I just took a break on January. I'm also gonna take a break for March. I actually was supposed to be gone also for February. I was gonna go to my grandma, with my grandma back to the Philippines, but I decided not to go with her. Also, my mom is also going back to the Philippines in March, and I may be going with her, so let's see. I also have jury duty in March, so there's so much that I need to run around for this March. Also, on March. In August, I'm going to be in Barcelona, so I'm not going to be able to celebrate the 1 year, or not the 1 year, the 2 years anniversary for our channel. Just so unfortunate, I won't be here. In September, I would not be here also because I would be in a different state. So I'm gonna be all over the place this year. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm gonna take a lot of breaks this year. I'm letting you know in advance. I'm letting you know in advance because I'm gonna be so busy this year. I'm gonna be all over the place running around. So yeah, just letting you know. I'm gonna be all over the place. So honestly, from August to September, I may not even be streaming for that 2 months, and I'm gonna maybe push our celebration all the way to October. So it's gonna be a thing. That's why, like, when we were planning the thing, or at least when my parents were planning the trip, when they mentioned August, I literally was like, no, not August. That's when my 2nd year anniversary is for VTubing and streaming and stuff. That would be so unfortunate. I would not I can't get anything done because I'll be preparing for that trip, earning money, and like I would not be able to celebrate that as much as I would like to. I'm so angry, but also at the same time, I'm spending time with my family, which is good. But there's so much. There's a lot. What am I supposed to do without my wife? I'm so sorry, Ziwa. I give you a hug. I know. I will have fun, but no, at the same time, it is. No, I'm trying to get a laptop. I'm trying to buy a laptop so I can stream at least like just chatting stuff. So it's not like gonna be too bad, but I don't want it to be. Yes, of course. Again, like I wasn't gonna choose VTubing and stuff like that. Then spending time with my family. So like, yeah, spending time with your family is important. So I gotta. Can I fit in the suitcase? I don't know, bro. You're kind of tall. But yeah, no. So yeah, so I'm trying to get a laptop and see if I can stream elsewhere while I'm all over the place. But yeah, no, Barcelona is gonna be one of the bigger trips this year. So Japan and Barcelona, I guess, this year. Crazy. It's crazy. And that's like what I've been told. Sometimes my parents just plan trips and I don't really know where we're going. So listen, maybe we're going somewhere else. Maybe there's more, but as of now, that is what I know. So ask them how much for me to come with. Wait, are you serious? You want to go to Barcelona with me? I mean, it'll be fun, I guess. Yeah, we're planning the itinerary right now, so we're probably gonna buy the tickets soon. Lol, why not? Okay, I'll ask them. I guess I'll ask them. Though honestly, I'll tell you later why that might not work out. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be streaming again. And yeah, no, I almost forgot how to stream, you know, as you do. But thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh my gosh, it's been fun. But yeah, gonna be a busy year. Gonna be all over the place. Yes, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a ZZZ stream, or whenever I decide to stream that. And then next week we'll have a proper working schedule. But still very few streams, probably like 3 at most. But yeah, no, but at least I'll be back to streaming. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'll see you guys, okay? Good night, everyone. Good night, good afternoon, good time zone. Bye bye, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, Brian. Good night, Boko. Good night, Ben. Thank you so much. Ziwa, I'll text you in a minute. The Mike and Ike, thank you so much. I know Mangoes was here like a lot. If you're still here, Ken, if you're still here, Random, thank you so much for dropping by. If you're still here, Inochi, if you're still hanging out, who else did I see today? Nilai was here. Zach, if you're still here, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Open the door. Nope. Bye bye. Oh, Mick, good night. Hello. Good night, Ren. Renalyn. Good night. Oh chat, I forgot I can raid. Hold on. 1 second. I forgot I can raid. 1 minute. Wait. I got this. I can do this. Wait. It'll happen. Watch me. Hold on. I'm so sorry. 1 second. I forgot. No! Go back. I got this. Let me just get you guys on a raid real quick. Who do you guys want to go to? You know, this is someone's playing Tokyo Extreme Racer. That'll be so fitting because we were just talking about Tokyo. We'll do that. Just say hi and then like, you know. If you guys don't want to stay, that's so okay. Just say hi and then we can drop out for today, okay? Thank you so much again. Good night, everyone. Good night.